and then just start it up again.
We are going to bring the stream back up. We're going to see if this is any better. This is not how we wanted to start this tonight, but there's very little we can do about it, unfortunately.
If Twitch is being a bitch, Twitch is being a bitch.
Let's hope that this improves things. Because we're about to see a foul on a Guardsaurus here.
We are.
Now that does, nothing's moved yet, but it does definitely look smoother so far.
It's a foul from Miraskadu though, isn't it?
Here comes that foul from Miraskadu onto a block Guardsaurus. Who is dead!
Oh!
First death of the playoffs on turn 2!
Apoed, and he's okay.
For now.
The Lizard of Oz, the magic apothecary, saves that block Guardsaurus.
Oof.
Hey, we got that back just in time, didn't we?
Right? So
Okay, so Gerber is happy with that, Apo.
That was an Apo's cheap moment. Holy moly.
Use one of those.
So Hindus is now down by 2. 1 KO and 1 temporarily dead Saurus.
That's
Yeah.
right. Not the ideal offensive drive for Hindi.
We're now being told to start the stream over and over and over again to see if it kills more players.
that definitely made things a bit more exciting, didn't it?
That's right.
I mean, the Lizards got so excited over us actually having a stream up and running that they killed each other.
In this matchup, I definitely think that block guard Saurus is pretty key as well, so a very good foul.
For sure. I mean, I was going to say everything was in kind of like the favor of Hindi because one, he's got Slibly, so that's one less skink on the pitch to punch. So he has more strength around, but now he's just kind of losing players.
Yeah. And Miraskadu does, of course, have the strength 3 skink, so his strength advantage isn't as small.
No, he's a really good safety in this matchup. Like, don't ever leave your skink exposed.
Glad to hear that the stream quality is much better and that you can actually enjoy the game now, folks. Apologies for that. It's the one thing I didn't anticipate.
To be fair, like I say, you cannot predict if a Twitch server is going to be overloaded. Like, I didn't even know Battlefield 5 was coming out, but I guarantee you it's Battlefield 5. Whichever they were streaming on the same server that you were auto set to use, and it just wrecks you. It just wrecks. Yeah,
bloody teenagers. But hey, at least you got to see the intro video.
Can we ban Battlefield 5? I will happily never let Battlefield 5 play in Rebel.
Pow from Slibly, and we need some return damage here, really, if we're Hindus. Don't get it.
Not gonna happen. So, losing the guard is a much bigger deal than it looks like right now because you only have 2 guard pieces left and 1 boneheads. So if you only have 1 guard piece, it's gonna be really hard to stop like a Captain Jack Harness like cage dive. Because all you have to do.
He has 3 because of course Slibly has the guard as well. That is 2 lone guard pieces you have there now.
Ah, right. The setting I was looking at is like it doesn't show the skills they start with, so Slibly's just like a blank slate for me.
Yeah, no, I'm exactly the same. I just play far too much Lizards.
There's still a rogue Croxigal. The 4th Doctor's kind of in no man's land at the moment. Obviously, he's not really stupid, so he doesn't need another player stood next to him to activate.
Considering the beatdown he got while he was in base conduct, I think he should be happy to be free.
Yep. I thought as soon as I saw that there was a skink sticking its little lizardy head out, I knew it was the one taking a smack.
Yeah, mighty blow tackle straight inbound on him.
Yeah.
Here we go. And that, well, take your pick.
Yeah, any one of those
sideways.
absolutely fucks up your day. And that's an oof.
And the Apo's gone. And stand-up chameleon. Probably the end of his days.
Limpy skink.
This is going horribly for Hindus right now.
I have a movement 7 skink. You have a movement 7 skink.
Miraskadu is dominating this Blood Bowl match.
His lizards have certainly come loaded for bear, haven't they?
He's got the dice, he's got the skills. Doesn't have... Well, yeah, he does have the stat ups. So, what doesn't he have?
He might apple it.
He doesn't have the ball.
Yeah, Wheelchair Chameleon doesn't have the same ring to it. Crusader is right. He's fired. We're going to take a hit on another Saurus as well. We've got Mighty Blow for this one as well.
Moving the skinks to safety.
Any more removals, and Hindus is going to need a potato quickly for a score. He's running out of players fast. Do you think the Saurus is going down?
This is, I think, the biggest weakness that Hindi had coming at this match. Even with the strength being pretty much even thanks to the strength 5 and the Slithy and things, he just doesn't have the mighty blow. And armor value 9 is good, but when you're getting beaten by like 3 or 4 mighty blow a turn, it does break.
This is really a shame because he has so much guard and he has the strength up and everything like that, but because of his situation, he can't really apply all that guard and control the pitch and apply the strength 5. He's on the back pedal.
Hinders, by my count, is literally down to 1 skink, and it's the skink with the ball. So, how do you cover when the Saurus are so difficult to keep moving around?
Wish you had break tackle.
Yeah, the team's just not developed enough to be able to help that skink out yet. At some point, he's just going to have to plough it down the field, but there's not a chance Miraskadu's not going to leave 1 tackler on one side and 1 tackler on the other.
Yeah, it's going to be... It's a little skink with a lot to do, isn't it? And, T-Rex, block is cheating. Sorry.
I mean, it's sort of the first thing you say to someone who's playing against lizards for the first time. It's that old, oh, well, you target the skinks thing. But it really is working out here for Miraskadu.
For sure. Like, that bribe is not going to come in handy because he's never going to have the manpower to, like, arrange, like, a gang foul unless,
Yeah, I think the Gobbo ref got confused about which team had the bribe. Because obviously the only team to put in a decent foul so far has been Miraskadu. Oh, is he handing off to a...
That's right, we're going to get that sweet, Saurus level.
I think he's going to foul with Slibley.
I mean, he does have a bribe.
He does, but that seems like a potential way to wipe out all of your inducements in one swoop.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see Slibley off the pitch because he's actually a really nice model.
Yeah, and he also looks different. I can tell who he is. We're not going to see the foul. Up gets the 4th Doctor, who's the only player on Miraskadu's team having a bit of a rough time today.
He seems to be the most expendable one. Do Saurus coaches usually disregard their proxies?
I think there's a limit to how far they'll develop normally. You don't tend to see many beyond level 4.
No.
Blitz coming in on Slibley this time. It's a 2 dice, it's a double skull.
Ooh.
And that is not a double skull.
And Jug.
Ah, that's Jug stopping stand firm.
I mean, it is worthy of note that the only reason that this croc is so underdeveloped is because Papa Nasty killed the last one.
That's what Papa Nasty does, he kills things.
Yeah, well, he fouled a stun. With, like, 1 assist, and of course it was a kill.
Well, a dead's better than a stun.
Indeed.
Can't argue with that.
It did have doubles, though. It just died.
So, yeah, Miraskadu is screening off right now. He's going to make sure he's got his Saurus in range to hit that skink if it decides to bolt here. And by bolt, I of course don't mean lightning bolt. I mean run for its life.
Of course.
I love the threat of Captain Jack Harkness just sitting there, watching and waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah.
Watching and waiting.
There's not been a single removal for Miraskadu, and Hindus has lost 3 players. In a mirror match, this is tough.
It's brutal. He's now out-strength and out-skilled, and he's pretty fenced into the middle of the pitch right here.
Outmanned, outstrength, outskilled. And right now, Miraskadu is focusing on trying to get that Crocs back into safety by attacking like that the right flank from the offensive drive side. Now he could have gone after the ball and based it with like a tackle piece since the corner was so unprotected. I mean, it has a strength 5 there, but if you peel that away and give it a nice foul, you might have nothing there.
Okay, Sage won his match. That means Sage does me a favour there, which means I don't need to rebuild most of the bracket. So Sage going... Oh, hang on.
Ooh. Martha Jones.
Just a kill, though.
You know what? That's one of the tacklers gone.
Yeah.
And that, do the thing.
That may allow... Well, that may suggest that Hindus is going to want to target this side of the field. Apo!
Ooh.
That is an
like
aggressive Apo.
That's the... I'm winning this game.
That's a really aggressive Apo, considering the state of play right now.
He must feel...
Yeah, that's a... I know there's only one skink on the pitch, and I need the tackle. That is the I am winning this game.
I think the lack of muddy blow on the opposing team might have eased him into that decision.
Manos, it does, yeah, you're playing the Dwarfs, but the bracket is already built for you to play the Dwarfs. Oh, that's the Croxigar going down again.
Block advantage. I say you fouled the Crocs' turn. Just get it off the pitch. You already got one on a break. You have a death incoming because you used the Apple and a KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, Showman, that Apple is entirely sending a message. It is saying, I am not letting you score. I'm going to win this game. He wants to win on this drive.
I think that's why you foul the Crocs now.
Yeah.
I think you say, all right, you've burned that Apo aggressively, let's punish you for it.
I would do it with the dodge break tackle guy because he's
going to do it with Slibley.
He's using Slibley for it, yeah.
Slibley goes in. Have you ever seen this before?
Oh,
and the fourth Doctor!
He died!
Called it!
Bloody hell.
The fourth Doctor dies!
Instantly punished.
Instantly.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow.
Whew, so about that 5th Doctor.
And the referee is absolutely fine with it.
Yeah, he is happy to see lizards die. Well known that gobbos do not like lizards.
The referee literally looks at Slibley, goes, that guy killed a Triceratops, I ain't arguing with him. Well,
yeah.
We're going to need another Doctor.
I kind of agree with RK though, that I don't know if that Crocs would have taken an Apple with a 50-50 chance to recover from death anyway.
He wouldn't, but he's removed the Crocs, and he sent a message back.
Oh, yeah.
His strength advantage is huge. Like, when defense comes, if everything doesn't explode, he's going to have such a huge advantage. He's got the Crocs, he's got the strength 5 guy, he's got his guard.
The one thing he doesn't have is a whole lot of skinks, and he's not got a whole lot of time either. He's still behind his own LOS, and he's only got 3 turns left.
It is amazing how every single person in this commentary box and every single person in this chat called a death on that foul. We've not seen that since you sinned in the last playoffs. When Ornan fouled that war answer, and we knew when he turned over it was dead.
Yeah, it was just... You literally saw him roll over and like, yeah, you're dead.
I was going to say something, but I just got called up in nostalgia and just started daydreaming.
I think Mira has heard us. He's clearly listening in. He wants to see if he can hurt this strength advantage a little bit.
Strength 5,
yeah,
knocked down on Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, another foul coming in.
Foul hype!
Yeah, that's a foul.
This is getting violent now. And that's exactly what we want to see.
I love these bloody mirror matchups. This is what I live for.
Says the man who walked through a Norse mirror match with half his team left.
All these Saurus, all these Croxigors, and it's the Skinks and Slibley, weirdly, fouling. It's doing all the damage.
Slibley, though.
He's like the one star player that doesn't have dirty player for some reason, and yet look at this.
I have to say, though,
your Croxagore dies to a Slibly foul.
I am concerned for Martha Jones because she's going to be unstunned after this turn. And Hindus has every opportunity to just...
Well, he might lose his Strength 5 Saurus here. KO'd only.
For now.
That's a KO. He's lost it for a while.
And again, referee does 4/5 of fuck all.
Now, like I said, my big concern is they could easily kind of rotate the team to this side now. They are already getting kind of herded over there by Miraskadu's play line anyway. But if they can put a foul on Martha Jones, who is already niggled.
Bribe still in play, and Slibly has proved he's got his fouling boots on today.
Yeah. He's obviously using his helmet, taking it off and stabbing them a bit when they're on the ground.
Punish that Appo again.
Just continue punishing the apple.
The problem is, like, if he sticks around for that, like, foul, one, he's going to be kind of out of position to do anything.
He's already out of position. He's actually in a really bad... I think Hindus, for much as that he's killed the Crocs, he's going to really struggle to score here. He's got all of the strength advantage we're talking about. But he kind of doesn't, because he's got 2 Saurus off the pitch. And he's got no skinks to move around for mobile assists. There's literally only one skink, and he's the ball carrier, and he can't go anywhere.
Hindus might actually have to play for the 0-0 at half-time here. If we're being sensible about this, he might have to just play it safe, keep the ball safe, and just try to remove players, pick them off. The Appo is gone, and he does have that bribe. If he can find a way to get a numbers advantage, if his KOs come back, he's got 2 on the bench. If he can establish some sort of advantage, there is every chance he could turn over here. But this has all the makings of we are going down this side of the field now, because the tackler will be out of range of this. So we may just rely on the blodge.
Completely just ride the blodge? I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't
If he
like
wants
it.
to score, I think he has to do this now.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's going for the points. Why wouldn't you? You want to win. You don't need to kill things.
It's going to be all down to Captain Jack, really. Captain Jack's going to have his 2 dice.
Now he locks down that Saurus good, because he has break tackle and tackle and all that good stuff.
Martha is 100% getting fouled here.
I feel like there's a foul. I feel like Slibly's going to put the boot in again.
I feel like there's a bonehead.
Yeah, do you activate that Crocs?
Well, to be fair, it doesn't need to be scoring range. He's still got 2 turns. It's thinking about scoring range. Is he going to go for the pure meme value and foul with the Crocs? That'd be interesting.
I think if you move that Crocs now, it's going to bonehead. It's in such a crucial position.
Look at the wave of dinosaurs it's holding back with its tackle zones.
Yeah.
I think Kedge is right, and you'd actually have to commit a reroll to that bonehead.
Here we go. There you go. Yeah, that's how Blood Bowl 2 works.
Kedgeroos with the prediction there. The 1000 IQ prediction.
Yeah.
Like, and that wasn't none of this Richest T just saying he's going to bonehead every time.
That was an impressive call.
That was legitimately, he's going to bonehead.
Yeah.
There was none of this just, he's going to bonehead, and just say it all the time until it works, and then go, oh, look at me. Oh, look at me.
Well, of course that's what happened at the worst time.
It's the Blood Bowl 2 hacks algorithm screwing you over at the worst possible time. Do you foul? I might
Can't afford to now, I don't know.
No, because if you do get called, and I don't know though, because actually, I think I might have blitzed with Arthur Jones there.
Yeah, it's just 1 tackle zone you have to break tackle into. I've done worse.
That's what, a solid 4+?
Yeah.
Yeah, 50-50.
Borrow my Kemri dice, you'd be fine.
4+ to 2 dice to skink.
I would have Henry dice away from me.
I would have absolutely had that every day of the week.
Instead,
I don't like the fact that he hasn't.
We're going to pow. Do you think you saw us?
We're going to stun it.
Now, do you foul that?
Nah, you follow through and just surround 2 lizards that are trying to push up the sideline.
He doesn't have the bribe to make luxury fouls on stuns. And he doesn't need, like, any more of a man advantage. He needs, like, control.
Doesn't have that much of a man advantage if Hindy's players come back.
No, but for now. And he needs protect Martha a bit. That's a
Now-
niggled player.
He also needs to beware because Hindus does have the option to surf Martha here.
Yeah, but that's really going to slow him down. He doesn't have the
It is,
manpower
but again,
to
if
really
you
commit
look
to
at
that.
Hindus' position on the field now, he's very, very unlikely to get a score in here.
I wouldn't say that because he's still got a stunty with dodge.
Yeah.
When you've got a stunty with dodge, there's always a chance.
What stunt he doesn't have dodge?
Chainsaws.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
And
Lovely
bombers.
free 2 STP that you can get by punching them with anything.
Keji was so right about that bonehead. Not just about the fact they called it, but about the fact that it was in such a crucial position and the Lizards can just go wherever they want now.
So, it looks like we are going to see another foul.
Yeah, James Typhoon with a big truth there. That if you are going to hang around on the sideline like this, you're actually kind of playing into Miraskadu's hands with that Frenzy-saurus.
Possibly. I actually think his play here might involve a Croxagore Blitz on one of those loose skinks at the sideline. And then if he can, well, that probably stops it. I was going to say if he can mark up the tackle Saurus, he can maybe switch this. He can't really get that far across to this side of the field, to be honest. I'm trying to find a way to avoid Amy Pond, and you can't do it.
And that's entirely why Miraskadu set her up exactly where he set her up. He's literally, as well, one square out of the end zone. And if Dinosaur had taken sprint instead of shoot of feet, he could have tried this.
Short feet is, of course, the safer option among the two you pick first.
He's one short of the score, but can you chain push him? Can you use that Saurus to get a chain push? I don't know. Probably not. You'd need some fairly insane dice, really. I know you could. You could use Slibbly to grab him.
Yeah, push him there, then break tackle blitz him with the dodge piece.
Yeah, you just use a Saurus here to fill the gap up, and then you can actually chain push Dinosaur at a scoring range here.
It's so scary. He doesn't have like agility 4 or anything good that the other skins have, so just takes a few failed 3+s and that ball's up.
Yeah, the 3+s fail all the goddamn time.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not saying you want to. I'm
Just
saying
pound him though.
Well,
He tried.
he did try.
We
He
don't
went
want
for it,
that.
didn't he?
Went for a magic 1 die on a loner. If he failed that, he would not have scored this drive.
So the idea there was to push, use the grab scale to push that Saurus into this space. Another Saurus breaks, fills up that spot, so you've got a square of players. Then blitz that Saurus, which allows you to push into that skink, which allows you to push that skink forward 1 square, which puts him in range to score.
This is still good. Like, you can take, now that Martha Jones is out of the way, you can break tackle directly forward and base Rose Tyler, and then you can blitz him out of the way and position yourself deeper so you can get a score.
It's
You
trying
can't
to avoid Amy Pond is the issue.
Yeah,
Great tackle.
and how are you blitzing a Blodgesaurus out of the way?
Well,
Well,
you
let's not
push
stand
it.
for him.
Yeah, you push it is the game. It's not going to get you the knockdown likely, but you're probably going to move him.
But does that base you up in a position where Frenzy-saurus can just push one of your dudes off the pitch?
Probably. I think a surf is worth scoring. Because if he's using the frenzy, he's not going after your ball.
I still think it was a massive, massive error by Miraskadu to not just try and 50-50 sack the ball with Martha.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
It
was
was
a
a
massive
judgment
error, but I'd say it was a play he could have considered.
That was a Surfsaurus.
Now,
shortly.
if someone's going to give you a 75% shot on ball with 2 dice, I feel
There's the
like
push.
it's an error to not take it.
Pushes and spades. Well, you don't really see those kind of plays often from Lizard coaches, do you? Like, most of the time it's like, I'm going to play safe, I'm going to do the control thing, or I'm going to do something with my skinks, not like Saurus. Right?
No, I agree, but at the same time, you don't buy a break. You don't put break tackle on a Saurus and then not look for opportunities.
Is the idea here, we think, to make 2 GFIs with Rawsome? Yeah, it is. 2 GFIs with Rawsome sticks him at the very front here, and that's as far forward as we can get.
Yeah, and that's not a bad actual cage at the end of all of this.
I would have activated the Crocs first and tied up a skink.
Oh, go one more, mate.
Why not both skinks?
You gotta go one. Does he have to go one more?
Well, yeah, because otherwise he gets strength 3 skink blitzed.
Yeah, but he can get strength 3 skink blitzed anyway. It's stunty.
Yeah.
That skink's inside that cage on a 2+, but it's got sidestep so he can't get surfed.
There's a guard in play as well, so it's a 1 dice.
Unless he goes the long way.
Yeah, unless you do some absolute BS, fill in the 2 gaps with some break tackle Saurus.
I think you bring that Croxigo around,
Well,
and you mark up both skinks with the prehensile tail, because they could be scoring threats if this goes wrong.
No, he's scared of the frenzy.
That's
Get
fair.
in there. I don't hate that.
That's also fair.
2 Saurus tied down.
Hindus has played well here, considering the position he's in.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that these guys should be in the playoffs.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
As Arcade says at the same time, you can throw rookie skinks to fill those sidestep gaps.
Oh,
Scoring threat.
going for it.
Of course.
Ooh, do we take the cage dive with Amy Pond?
Probably not. I think if you're going to go for the dive, you're going to do the surf play.
Well, he's got strength 4 to break tackle. I could see him going into 2 tackle zones and going for it.
Yeah, you
But
can't
it's-
come around that way. You wouldn't have to go into that square. You can come around the back way.
Yeah. Do the
Yeah, I
back.
think we're about to see something pretty big and stupid happen.
I would love to see the surf play. That would be incredibly hype, I feel.
It's obviously killed on any instance of a 1 in 9.
Yeah, but there's a certain level where you think...
Here he goes.
Yeah, big old stupid surf play is about to happen.
There's one. Didn't use the dodge. Oh, we're seeing it. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Oh, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
It's happening.
We're going to see surfed skinks in response, but this is the big play.
This is beautiful.
We've got
It's
stinks to
Captain
lose.
Jack. In he goes, and he rolls.
Oh,
exactly what he
get
needs.
off the pitch, you
Goodbye.
stinky mother Hubbard.
Boom! Oh, and it's a kill. That was so good.
Where's
That
the
was
ball
such a huge play from Miraskadu.
He doesn't have any
That-
ball recovery that isn't a Saurus, though.
Yes, he does.
That
Captain
isn't.
Jack can just go back out.
Yeah, but not if he wants to get it up the field right now.
It can wait a turn.
He's got RG4. You literally just GFI it to be safe behind the Saurus line.
Yeah, rip those 2 skinks though. Jesus.
Yeah, but who cares? It's rookie. It's rookie
Yeah.
skink.
Yeah,
It's
but he is
totally
going
worth
to
it.
need some plays in the second half, Metal.
Well,
Kind of.
if you're already up,
Yeah,
Have you
one
really?
more.
he's doing it. He's doing it, lads. This is so good.
Certainly some dice going on in here.
Very, very
No.
good play from Miraskadu, that.
I'm incredibly impressed by this play action, to be fair. That was such a good maneuver.
What would you have done to stop that from happening on Hindu's half?
There's not much he could have done. With the situation he was in with the players, that was the best play Hindus had available to him. But Miraskadu just had the perfect counter.
Would you
I
have tried?
kind of feel like Hindy's got like one hand up in the air with a finger up, going,
Basically.
We're going to see a lot of Saurus get knocked down here, and then what do you do?
Or not?
I think literally Hindy's only recovery play here is to probably try and use Do You Think Saurus to just do a 6+ dodge.
I mean, you can dodge with one of the 2 Saurus that is up the pitch as well. You don't need to.
Oh,
It's
double
still
skull.
Ooh.
Nonsense. They're your scoring threats.
He's got 2 rerolls in 2 turns. This is only going to push into a 1 dice though.
He's going to take the boat down here.
I think he takes both down to stop it going into a 1 dice.
The reason you do that, because if you'd sculled the 1 dice, the Croxigon
Yeah.
could have removed the Saurus and meant it wasn't a 6+
And then
dodge.
it wouldn't even have been a dodge, yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you have trusted those 1 in 9s? That was your chance to stop the drive. Sometimes you take the take the lower odds play because it's the best play in the situation.
Oh, is someone in chat saying that was a daft idea?
Random boy saying he wouldn't have trusted the Dodgers, and I'm like,
I don't know if he's saying he wouldn't have trusted them as in he wouldn't have done them. I think he just means he would have assumed that one of them was going to fail.
Ah.
But anyway, we'll see if Miraskadu's punished again. He's already lost his Croxagore. The 4th Doctor is dead. He could lose 2 skinks to the crowd here. We'll see what sort of mood they're in.
Question is, gentlemen, would you trade a dead rookie Crocs for a first-round playoff win? I think I would.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing sucks worse than like losing the first round of playoffs. You get the hope, it's right there, and then boom, it's gone.
Into the crowd goes Rupert, whatever that says, and he's dead!
Whoa.
The crowd have shown no mercy to Rupert Danny Pink, number 3. One more for good luck, Indus.
Don't throw a lot of numbers today.
K9 Mark 6, I think that is, going at the crowd, and he's injured.
Oh, this is brutal.
Big cost for this play.
Massive cost for the play.
But you know what? I again maintain that is a price you freely
It's
pay.
not a price he's willing to pay if Hindus rolls a 6 right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that for free. If Hindus rolls a 6 right now, that is not a price I'm willing to pay.
He's gonna have 2 shots at it. Now, do you try to do anything fancy and try to get the Crocs to like knock him off so that the dodge is a little bit better?
Mate, he's got no way of doing
uphill,
that.
isn't it?
Can't make,
No, you could theoretically attempt with the Crocs to punch Nurgle back. If you get a knockdown, it's a 5+ rather than a 6+. But honestly, if your Crocs does anything dumb,
isn't that a 2 die against that block at the moment?
It's a 2 because of the guard. It's 2 dice against on all of them. Yeah.
there's nothing you can really do. You've just got to roll a 6+.
Well, he could potentially break, tackle, dodge out to get rid of one of the assists, and then he would have a 1 dice block on one of those Saurus.
Yeah.
So it would be a break, tackle, and a dodge somewhere with it. Goes for the 6+. Finds a 3.
Great.
I need to double that, mate. Might as well re-roll. It's your last turn of the half.
That was a
And
5.
Oh.
The question becomes, can Mira throw a 3+?
Quite easy at that. I mean, look at all the 3+s he already threw.
Yeah, but can he throw this very important 3+? I will change that.
Ooh, dice I don't know if we need.
Nonsense. Kill everything.
I'm genuinely surprised you push him that way, that you could have surfed a Croxagore.
He can still surf a Croxagore.
Yeah, but it's much harder now.
We've already seen how violent the crowd have been. He's
surfing this lad.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, your time on this pitch is out of here.
Took an extra square of movement you didn't need.
No.
Surfed him anyway.
Didn't surf him, he just knocked him out.
Close enough.
He's gonna sleep and reconsider his math.
Pseudo surf.
Pseudo surf. There is a GFI again.
Yeah, he does need a GFI at the end of this, so it's actually a 3+2+.
Stop throwing dice, Mira.
See, I hear the stop throwing dice, but at the same time, I kind of understand. I think I'd like to put the ball in the Skink's hands first.
Yeah.
But I like taking the hits because he's trying to work some attrition.
3+ fails.
Here we go.
Rory Williams the 4th. This is vital. Gets it this time, but
Tripwire?
with the tripwire set.
Can you do it, Rory?
Here it comes.
He's in!
Yes.
And Miraskadu has a 1-0 lead.
The first touchdown of the Season 8 playoffs, and it's on his opponent's drive.
Now
That
there's
is
4
a
KO
message.
rolls coming for the Lounging Lizards, and they probably need all 4 of them back, really.
It's a
Yeah,
good sign.
the other downside is, of course, this does mean he only gets 1 shot at his KOs.
Yeah, he doesn't. And he doesn't get the big boys back.
Just little boys.
Just the little squiggly boys.
So
Remember that
cagey.
strength advantage we thought he'd have?
Yeah, about that.
Technically he has it. Technically.
Yeah, still 6 against. No, I don't think he does.
No, it's 6 against 6, but he's got a strength 5 rather than a strength 4.
No, the strength 5 is a sleepy boy.
No, the T-Rex is a strength 5.
Ah.
It is 10 versus 9 in Miraskadu's favour. And there's technically a strength 3 skink on the field.
Both superstar skinks have taken the field. This is where things get really shady for Hindi, because frankly, Miraskadu might just go for a fast 2 or 3 turn score and just say, find 2 in 6 turns. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate that. I genuinely wouldn't hate putting 2 on the board and then just go and do your worst.
Do we have any more predictions, KG Reeves? Maybe a blitz? Maybe a perfect defense? What are you feeling?
Hindus requires a blitz, I feel, here.
Yeah, a blitz is mandatory for his chances to success.
Yeah.
No, I agree, RK, that it would be better, but at the same time, he could simply win the game by just finding a 3 turn.
I mean, you've got 2 agility force skinks. Like, it's the 2 turn is hilariously easy.
Hindus didn't have the skinks when he needed them in the first half, and now has the skinks when he doesn't need them right now. But Miraskadu has paid a price so far. Dead Croxagore, dead Rookie Skink, and an injured K9 Mark 6. He's been through a few K9s.
Yeah, well, and that one's a bit of a limpy K9 as well, isn't it?
The fame is in favour of Lounging Lizard, so Pitch Invasion could work too. Pitch Invasion that takes down the entire Lizard team, please. If you Hindus.
The entire Lizard team.
Speaking of battered lizards, we've got Eisenmike in the house. He knows all about it, lizards getting hurt.
We have half a rebel in the house tonight. This is great to see.
Yeah, there's big numbers. I have to say, I'm unsure with how close these skinks are. I know he's obviously going for the fast, aggressive play to try and push into Miraskadu's half. But at the same time, it's going to give at least 1 shot on to a skink with Mighty Blow and tackle.
Yeah, Quick Snap kills him as well.
Quick Snap will probably kill 2 skinks.
Hindus with it all to do here. Of course, the winner of GMAN 6A going up against 4th place in the Big O's Division 1. Here comes the kick, and it is a riot.
Excellent for Miraskadu.
Miraskadu's
he's very happy with that.
Every second of that. Hindus, probably not so much, to be honest.
No, everything coming up Big O so far. Although at the same time, one of the Grody Greens or Gad's Gobstoppers will be loving the amount of damage Miraskadu's taken right now.
Block does not help that bit of a special Saurus there.
He could have
Want
lost
to be
it.
with you.
So now the defensive drive is all now well and done. Are we going to keep seeing more fouls? Or are we going to be happy with the losses the opponent has taken?
Well, to be honest, Hindus needs more fouls because he needs removals to try and nick this ball.
Hindus optioned into fouls because he bought a bribe. If Hindus doesn't foul, he's just given Miraskadu 100k. essentially.
Yeah. If he doesn't foul, you're just saying, well, I should have taken 2 babes.
Basically.
Because I would have got my team
been
back.
a lot more helpful.
Oh no, I meant more on Miraskadu's side because it was going so well for him so far.
Well, Slibley is probably going to stand firm here. No armor break.
Rocks that one on the chin. But I think you could almost, with Mira, punish.
Yeah, you could get a free assist foul in on a...
Gatorade takes a stun, but he's okay.
Pretty unimpressive for a start to the turn there.
It's AV9. I mean, they don't... Oh, you're possibly kicking the teeth out of the large break tackle.
And again, removing Saurus is just great news. If you're Miraskadu, when he doesn't really need that rookie skink right about now.
I don't think he has quite the man advantage, though, to be throwing out...
I would not like to see Miraskadu foul.
no.
I just don't think he can risk doing it. He doesn't have enough of a man advantage, and if he loses his skinks,
He has
he's gonna
no
really
man advantage, though. They're on equal footing.
I counted 10 versus 9, but I might have missed a player on Hindy's side. Doesn't foul. In fact, doesn't even move that skink at all.
It's acting as a secondary screen to the ball at the moment where it is.
So who do you blitz here if you're Hindi?
Well, he's got a free hit on Osaurus over there, which he should definitely take. His tackler could maybe have a go at the Mighty Blow, but that Croxigo is in a great spot right now.
Yeah, I think tackler hits Blodge, Mighty Blow, guard, break tackle, bullshit, machine, right there.
And then you probably... Well, you don't get a fouler because you don't knock it down.
You
It's
do not re-roll this.
No,
It's overtime format.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking far too long about it. Hindi, do
He
not
wants
re-roll
it.
this.
I
It's
knew he
overtime.
wanted it.
You know
He
how
re-rolled it.
oh, he's done it. He's found a pow.
Will
This
we
is why you
see
get
this
stuck up.
rewarded?
No, we will not. I think Miraskadu can only be happy with it.
Okay, so he's pushing through. Are we putting some sort of weak-ass 2-assist foul on? Or 1-assist
See,
foul on that
The
dude?
problem we have, Self, is everyone expects Jurassic Park, and if you expect Jurassic Park, it stops being funny.
I mean, we've had a little bit of Jurassic Park. There's been no fireballs in it.
Yeah, it's not been a very Jurassic Parky game. It's actually been quite a good quality Lizard Mirror, to be fair.
To be fair, I did drop a little clever girl when he managed the surf. Which is definitely a Jurassic Park reference.
Got mine out of the way real early.
What do we think? Are we going to see the foul? I don't think we are. He's going to cover that up.
Yeah, this is your chosen route if you're a mirror.
Spirit Crusher, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime resub. Hope you are enjoying the game. Oh, hello.
Ooh.
Going deep. Going to pressure that ball.
Well, this puts the pressure on Captain Jack.
Well, it doesn't, because he's stronger than that skink.
He'll have that skink for dinner.
We'll just walk around it.
Well, it means he has to move the ball.
It does, yeah. But I think...
That was risky with no reroll, mind.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, you can still just 2+2+ away from that. With he hasn't got dive tackle, so...
He has sure feet.
He does have sure feet. Very good point.
Yeah.
Doesn't really help the...
It helped to go for it, rather than...
That was a really bold dodge, given that was out of tackle.
Yeah, he didn't have dodge and doesn't have sure feet. I don't know what he plans on doing.
Why is sure feet relevant?
That was risky, and that...
Sure feet for Hindus marking the Agi 4 sure feet.
Suddenly
Not
the
sure feet for Miraskadu.
No. Suddenly I understand the sure feet reference, because he just failed the GFI.
Pretty much. Now, why didn't he just base with Lizard of Oz and give him that, like, nice 2-die that was given to him on Osmond Oswald?
I genuinely think you just ignore that skink and just run away from it through the tackle zones and just move up and let your Saurus do the business. Try and carve a path.
Just hoping for that miracle fail dodge, assuming he even takes the dodge.
Oh, if Mirror bloody double ones here, now that skink just picks up the ball and runs it in, he'll be spitting teeth.
That's what happens in playoffs.
For those just joining, Miraskadu did score at the end of Hindus' drive in the first half, at the cost of the 4th Doctor, the Croxigar, who was fouled to death on the same turn that Miraskadu appoed a KO.
Nothing of value was lost.
All 80 or so people in this chat called it to happen. Everyone in this commentary box called it to happen. And it happened. Slibbly fouled the Croxigar, and it died.
I mean,
That's what you call
there's
energy.
literally zero surprise there. He is going for, what, is he? No, I don't know.
He's over a 3 dice, isn't he, with Captain Jack?
Tasty, but he has sidesteps, so he
That's
doesn't
not a
power.
3 dice, though.
But it will be if we get one
Amy
more
Pons
assist.
can break tackle backwards if she's so inclined.
Oh,
Apparently not.
Another one there.
oh, now. Reroll and break tackle will be used, so we're okay. Gonna go for the blitz. 3 dice blitz coming here. That's for damn sure. Oh, and it fails!
Here we go!
See, I just don't know why he didn't just take the dodge and run away. This has left him massively out of position. After Miraskadu played, I think, an incredible defensive half, he's made some choices that I can't say I'm a fan of on his offense.
Ball is still run. It's a 2 dice uphill on a blodge player to 1 in 36 to knock him over.
Yeah, but look all the blocks he's left him. Like, he can clean up that LOS and start really putting the pressure on these skinks.
No, he is in a bad spot because his entire team are about to find themselves flat on their back.
2 dice double pow on the skink. Do you think you saw us? I don't think you did.
I don't think he's going to be seeing a lot till he wakes up.
Now it's even numbers on the field. And that was the first thing that Hindus needed to do.
That's step one to hit.
Oh, this could be brutal.
This is on.
Now that I'd foul.
Oh yeah, he's niggled. Possibly.
You got
Most
a
of
rookie
them not
skink right there.
1Ds. He can make most of them 2Ds.
But if he goes for the 2D, he's gonna miss out on something. Like, you can't do everything here.
Yeah, he can't really hit the ball this turn.
His argument is he doesn't need to hit the ball. He can completely ignore the ball. His goal this turn is to make Miraskadu's next turn untenable. All Miraskadu gets to do next turn is stand.
Double skull.
Interesting.
Well, you've got to reroll this.
And he went with a non-block player, which meant he couldn't take the both down there either.
That is both risky and non-helpful.
I think you'll pull back across to assist Stahli in this block now against Nurgle.
Yeah.
Maybe
and then foul with the skink.
I don't know. I think he'd follow up to assist the blocker, and then the skink can assist Stahli if he wants.
Oh wow, he's not okay.
I don't know. Or
Not great dice so far this turn, it must be said.
Really not making the most of our turnover here.
Nope, but T-Rex gets the job done, and T-Rex!
Oh!
Now that's big. Frenzy is MNG.
This next game is going to be terrible for these lizards.
Miraskadu, even if he wins this, is paying the price right now.
Yeah.
But where does he run to? He's running out of pitch. He's not focused on the ball because he knows he doesn't need to. He's playing for OT now. Because
Yeah, he has 8 turns to turn this over. He doesn't need to do it right now.
Yeah. I think Mira's going to hit overtime unless he can do some magic. He's got no real utility from his players because they're all tied down or lying on their back.
The only problem Hindus has got is that he's had to burn 2 rerolls already.
That's the big loss for Hindus, is the rerolls, but he is playing for overtime now. He just wants to hold these 2 lizards with the ball in the backfield, deal with the Saurus, and then just move down the pitch and go, where do you go? And that's what he's playing right now, and you can, yeah, I think he's doing a pretty good job of it.
Was the Dinosaur just bait?
Doof with the shades there, so about that Apo.
Well, Dinosaur actually was pure bait.
And he did his job.
He baited out a reroll and a situation where Hindus was able to remove 2 players.
Dinosaur MVP on Hindy's team right now.
Yeah.
Do you think Usaurus survives? That Crocodile's free as well to move around somewhere useful.
Lizards are an incredible defensive team. If anyone knows that, Donkey Dragon knows that. I like Captain Deuce's opinion. This is what Nuffle's original vision for Blood Bowl was. Yes. Yes, it was.
I don't know what else Mira has left to hit here.
Gerber suggesting he can break away if he's willing to sacrifice a skink to the Croxagore. Which one of those 2 are you sacrificing? Because you don't have any others.
Well, the thing is, at that point, with the Croxagore having block, sacrificing the non-block skink to the Croxagore is a really good way of making sure you never have that non-block skink again. This Croxagore's
Don't
angry.
start the It's a Skink stuff, Gerber.
Okay, that's a...
Yeah, the apples have been spent.
Sure, it's a skink, but an Agi 4 movement 9 skink, they don't come around every day. More 1 die, it's a skull. Can't re-roll. He does re-roll it.
That
Against
is
the
mental.
Dodge player.
That is mental.
What's the plan here? Where are we going?
Under pressure.
You're staying where you are, you're not going anywhere.
So why did he re-roll
that? Really hate that reroll. Like, really hate that reroll.
The ball was at risk, though. But it still is at risk, really.
The self-destruction of Miraskadu.
To be honest, I wasn't super happy on the whole with the 1 dice and all.
Captain Jack retreats like a coward to his own end zone.
Stick it in a corner, turn off sidestep.
I would argue retreats understandably would be the term.
Yeah, that's not as dramatic, metal.
They heard you talking about sacrificing them to the Crocs, and they want none of that.
yeah, we don't like that idea. Sorry. Can we not take that one?
Thank you very much.
And Hindus gets to have another go.
Hindus is just going to keep punching Taurus.
Not going for the 2-turn is going to bite him.
I think Miraskadu is shook, to be honest.
More pressure coming out of these skinks up the field. Dinosaur is back again. It's the Great Bait Part 2.
Nice bait, mate. Part 2. Part 8.
He is going to blitz this Saurus free with a chain push. And he gets the reward. Niggled Saurus Martha Jones going to the floor.
And he's got a skink in place if he can get the foul. He's got a nice...
We've got lots of pieces in place. This is a big old...
That's a big old foul.
Well, I would probably put Rawson to mark up Osman Oswald to shut down any idea that guy.
I tell you what, these skinks are in trouble here. They're so cut off. They're quick, but they're not this quick.
If you were scared of the skink, now just look at your position. Now you got, I want to be with
that
you.
Helps. That helps a lot, because you can kind of now try and thread past the T-Rex a little bit.
But, like, he doesn't have to be relevant this turn. He's over there, and he's still being a safety for that side.
He can bring this skink across to provide an assist, and he can take a 2-dice tackle hit by my count on Rose Taylor.
Fouling isn't terrible because he has a bribe, and it's and Martha Jones is niggled. I absolutely think you put skink boot to Martha Jones' head.
Might as well use that bribe.
Oh.
Nope, it's more... Oh, that's given us the assist here. He wants to target this Mighty Blow player. Gets a knockdown on Amy Pond.
More control.
Oh yeah, put that boot up in there. Mike is suddenly on board with the foul.
I mean, we can get a scoring threat in range this turn. Ross Tyler could break tackle away.
This is the question right now, isn't it? Is Miraskadu in a good spot or a bad spot?
I think
he's in a bad spot.
Position has improved with the Bonehead because a simple 2+ from Rose Tyler and these two skinks actually secures a sideline cage.
We've seen how they can go wrong.
Yeah, but only when you've got a magic skink, and you know what Hindus doesn't have? A magic skink.
Chat is split on this. Some people think it's a really good spot, some think it's a really bad spot.
I don't like it. Not for Miraskadu.
For those, I think Morka might just be here. We've got a dead Croxigar, we've got an MNG on Bill Potts, the Frenzysaurus, we've got a dead skink, and we've got a badly hurt on K9 Mark 6 as well. The other side, it's a movement bust for stand-up Chameleon. The sidestep, dive and tackle skink. We don't know if he'll be alive. And there's 2 KOs, the strength 5 and a block guard Saurus. KO'd as well.
Well, like, after you take 2 deaths like
double
that...
skull!
Holy.
Final Miraskadu reroll is gone.
Who needs overtime?
This is heartbreaking. If this... I just don't know why you roll that. I don't see the need to roll that when you need to roll a break tackle to secure any form of a sideline cage. Rose Tyler needs to get out of this time.
Something he would have double won this.
Yeah, same dice, he would have failed that.
But that's not how dice work.
How dice work.
I like to do that because it winds metal up. He gets really angry about it. And he is right, of course.
Well, Miro was never gunning for overtime. He scored on his opponent's drive.
Yeah, Miraskadu might not be in trouble next game if the Goblins win against the Nurgle. If the Nurgle win, he's in all sorts of hurt.
I think he's in all sorts of hurt if the Goblins win.
Not really, because he's actually given up less inducements to the Goblins without all of his players.
I don't like this movement. Why are you going this way? You're moving away from... I suppose you've got some break tackles. I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Well, that's potato right there, isn't it?
Well, no, because Yaz got break tackle to get out of here. So what you do is Amy Pond comes around to make part of the cage. Rose Tyler blitzes into Dithinkosaurus.
That's not a blitz. You got a free Sora. I don't know why he didn't move this free Saurus before taking that block.
Miraskadu might not be in trouble next game because game 1 of next season doesn't sound so scary.
Helgen, welcome along.
That's not how we cage, gentlemen. There are many things this is. None of them is a cage.
Miraskadu is... well, he's made the 2+. And a GFI, for good measure. So it's the old... sort of Y-shaped cage.
That's not a cage.
1 dice blitz to get free, and he's going back down, is Oswin Oswald.
Sit down, Sunshine.
But Hindus can get his own guard into play.
But I don't think you can get it with tackle.
No, you can't get it with tackle. Unless... no, you can, actually.
Yeah, you gang up on the blodge with some...
Yeah, you can easily get tackle on the ball here. And guard. It's comfortable.
This isn't all that hard.
You just need a skink to make a block against Rose Tyler. That's all you need. A push is good enough.
Yeah, the guard just sits right in front of Captain Jack.
Comes in there.
You skink off Rose Tyler, and then boom, bang, a bang, tackle comes in.
Well, I was wrong.
Why don't we ignore that and do something else?
Come on. Yeah, the Y cage is in why would you do that? Jesus.
The guard is totally free to come in and cancel out this guard. He's got the Blodgesaurus, Rawson, who can have a go. But we are basing Mighty Blow tackle with our best skink now.
That's bold.
That's a thing.
Seems legit and entirely unnecessary.
Same time, if he finds a POW...
I don't like fishing for a POW when you add a tackle you could free up. I do not like it in the slightest. I don't like it, Sam, I am.
Would you commit the reroll is the next question. That's a tricky question, I think, because it's not a case of, oh, it's overtime format. This might be the only shot you get.
At the same time, fishing for a POW is bad.
You get 4 dice to find 1/6. The odds are, what? Around 50-50 for that, aren't they?
But you had so much better play to just make it basically almost guaranteed. Like, I get that, I know you're right, but it still feels bad.
What is going on here?
Blitz with the guard.
That's not...
Oh, he's not even targeting the ball.
I know this isn't how dice work, but he found the POW.
He did find the POW, but that's not how dice work. However, he can completely block Captain Jack in here.
You can't, though. He's Agi 4. What? Oh, I'm confused.
You can't. You just can't. I don't think Captain... I think Hindus is... After such a well-played...
This is the play. That's where he starts blocking him in. He needs to leave...
a ton at 2+.
Yeah, but he needs... If he leaves one Saurus back on safety, that's not a safe play, just chucking a bunch of 2+. That's what we call a potato.
Yeah, but it's a potato on a strength 3 blodge step back, which is probably...
Which is the same as potatoing with an elf.
Yeah.
Would you potato with an elf?
I wouldn't steal a car. Sorry, it just felt like you doing the advert.
Did you download a car?
Miraskadu is still on the back foot here.
He's on the back foot, but I think Hindus is overcommitted. I think you can just... I know it's a lot of 2+.
With no reroll if the dodge skill goes either.
See, chat were all about my reference there.
Blitz on Lizzie Kravitz. Takes down that rookie skink. No damage. Double one. Well, you burned a couple of them. Technically, him just rolled them.
Kind of stuck here, isn't he?
He's going to retreat backwards. He's not going forwards. But he might go for the old two-turn switcheroo, really.
I mean, you can outpace the opposing team.
Stealth is absolutely correct. Mirror has retaken the upper hand. He might not have rerolls, but 2/2 pluses, and he can just try and run for
one. Reroll it with 3. Captain Jack gets away with it.
Ooh. Is he going to start sure feeding? I think he might have to. I don't like his positioning.
I would sure feed.
Then if you roll a double 1, you are so bugged.
Yeah. But at least the ball's not near like the rest of the skinks.
Like
Dinosaur can do a thing.
This was the thing, right? Hindus had such a good opening, and Mirror is in the driving seat because Mirror now doesn't have to do anything other than stop Hindus from scoring.
It's because he took that bait.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. On but a 3+ stunty dodge, you can free up that Tacklesaurus.
Well, I mean, you can. But at the same time, he's...
Nice.
Now you can't.
No, you can't, no.
Don't count your lizards before they hatch.
Oh, big news. Andy Davos versus Thomas T has now finished. 3-2 to Andy Davos. Davos Dark Lights suffered a minor strength block tackle dodge lineman. In return, they killed Katrina, the witch elf with plus strength, juggernaut, and block.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's bad. And
Sad
managed to
day.
beat the lineman.
Shot on the
was
ball
so
again. In fact, shot on the ball with the Croxagore. All you need Slibby to do is move Rose Tyler out the way, and you've got multiple shots on the ball here.
None of it with tackle, though.
None of it with tackle, but a shot on the ball is a shot on the ball.
I think Davos decided to re-roll his team. He's going to playoffs.
These
Slibbly
guys...
finds the push we needed. Someone's literally downloading a car.
Apologies.
Now, you can't blitz with the Croxagore, can you? Because he'll bonehead.
No, yeah, I'm feeling another bonehead is overdue. He's only done it twice this game.
3 turns left of this one.
I mean, you're gonna throw a 1-die either way with the before you make the block. Like you could throw a GFI with Lizard of Oz, or you can throw a bonehead. And I would rather throw a bonehead because that isn't a turnover.
Yeah, but if you throw a bonehead and you're choosing to blitz, you've lost your blitz action, which is much worse than tossing a GFI.
Well, but then that ends your turn.
Well, you've got to reroll. You can't really reroll the bonehead.
I suppose.
He could just stick Prehensile Tail on the ball.
I think you'd blitz. I think you just go for the Croxy 2 dice.
We're doing both.
It's all on the T-Rex, eh?
Well, yes, he is the Alpha Croc, Dave Mittens, you can tell, because he's still alive.
Well, he is the Alpha Crocs because there's nobody else to blitz now, so it's going to be him.
I mean, this could work out pretty well. The Crocs knocks down the ball, the Crocs picks up the ball, Crocs scores,
Now,
he gets another double.
He can make it a 3 dice.
He can. Can he? Not easily.
Yeah, there's your 3 dice.
Ooh. He's rolling lots of high dice, so it's definitely time for that last bonehead.
That dodge
There it is.
Called
There you go.
There's the my God, Keji is 100% on bonehead predictions.
Well, I didn't
Do you
predict
re-roll
the
that?
second one.
Is it a blitz?
It is a blitz.
He just takes it.
He doesn't
You've
re-roll
got
it.
to eat it. You can't re-roll that.
That's unfortunate. He just threw way too many dice and eventually one showed up.
Unfortunately, Kejiroos is spoiling this Blood Bowl match.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm secretly a wizard.
Let's
I
disqualify him from
don't
tips.
know if Kejiroos is spoiling it or if Kejiroos is enhancing it at this point. I can't tell. And that's the only compliment you'll hear from me about Kejiroos enhancing it.
Thank you.
You know what I think you do? I think Mira, if you're Mira, you run back to your back corner, sit in the corner, and guard yourself with Mickey Smith. You do the Squiggy play, only you don't screw up your position. No offense, Squiggy. And you just say, look, try and surf me, see what happens.
Well, Hindis is trying to apply the pressure. It's been a weird old second half, this one.
What are you giggling at, you weirdo?
Squiggy saying in chat PTSD intensifies.
Croxigo is tied up now. He's out the game. Can Hindis, in the last 2 turns, somehow find overtime?
I genuinely think Miraskadu makes the ball scatter from the corner play, and he just asks for all kinds of dice from Hindis.
It's pretty easy to dodge in there with Stunty, mate. We've seen it happen once.
Yeah, you do, but you're still uphilling him.
If you get enough Stunties in there, all you need is a push, right?
It's still scary. Still, I'd say it's still...
You'd still take it. Don't tell me you wouldn't take it.
Oh, you'd take it, but I still think it's... I think it's the optimal play from Miraskadu to set up that way. Because with 2 turns left, 1 reroll, and everything having to be uphill and 1 in 9s, and the Skinks being the only real players who can actually commit to that play, I think it's your best choice. And the problem is, even if you commit both of those Skinks to that play, assuming you don't need a reroll.
Dodges out. Now, Papanasti suggested running up the field and just punting the ball out of range.
That's not possible.
We're going all the way around.
No, we're caging up.
This isn't a bad plan. If you get some knockdowns here, anything fails.
He doesn't get a knockdown here. And we're in chain push territory currently. Because that's a square of lizards.
Yeah, and there's grabbing play as well.
Stand firm on that one.
Stand firm, doing a thing.
And now you've only got a 1 dice.
Well, the thing is, there's nowhere that's out of range because of Lizzie Kravitz.
Now you've only got a 1 dice regardless with Rose Tyler here. Unless you want to sacrifice Mickey Smith.
No, he can't because Mickey Smith has to be part of it.
Right now, there is a comfortable way to get that tackle on the ball. Comfortable chain push. You'd only have a 1 dice, I think, because of the guard. Takes a 1 dice, goals it! Oh, and Rose Tyler! MMG! Whoa! Miraskadu is done for regardless of what happens here.
I feel like whatever Miraskadu sends to the next game he's sending it in a carrier bag.
Paying the iron price. Now you've got Slibley who can chain push the tackle onto the ball here. And if this goes to overtime, by the way, who are you betting on?
the team with the players, maybe?
Yeah, the team with 1 injured player, not the team with an over half-filled injury dead box.
Literally, Skink moves, and suddenly you've got the chain push that you exactly need.
Yeah, but do you trust Slibley to make the block?
Yes. He's got block. You do.
You have to. I mean, it's not like you have a... Well, you have a reroll.
It's not about the reroll. It's about the fact that you'd have to blitz in from another way, and you kind of want to save the blitz to clear off a Saurus or the Skink.
Was that 1 dice worth it? He only had a 1 in 3 to knock him down, but it would have prevented the chain push if he'd found a push.
Yeah. I don't think you can miss this chain push, surely.
There's such an abundance of players on Hindu's side. You can do pretty much anything you want.
This is a pretty obvious push compared to...
There's the push. That's now set it up. And the knockdown works.
He can...
No, he cannot grab, yeah. Tackle is now on the ball. Now it's a 1 dice, but he can make it a 2 by bringing a Skink all the way around the far side. But of course, he's given up potential ball pickups there.
Well, he has swords and spades. Like, you can just throw one on the, no.
He could still blitz off the guard player. Because he doesn't need to blitz with Do You Think
but
Thesaurus.
I feel like he's saving the blitz to see where the ball scatters. Because theoretically, it may be the best plan of action to actually blitz. In fact, you know what? I would probably blitz with the Lizard of Oz into Mickey Smith. Because a push allows you to follow up to put guard on the ball. And even at both down, just could kill one of the possible players that can recover.
Skinks.
Yeah.
He's going to do not that. He's going to blitz the guard Saurus away. And he's going to double skull it!
Ooh. That's
Doesn't get rid of the guard.
Well, it's a good
Brings
thing
his
I'm
own
trying to
guard
win
in.
this.
He is guard, so it doesn't matter that the guard is essentially neutralised by him being there.
But he still needs to mark up that skink, Mickey Smith.
Well, he could just base the...
However,
ball carrier.
Rawsome can just base to... That essentially, that's a pseudo cancel of the assist.
Yeah.
Surely you need to activate that Crocs too. Unless you're just going to take a random block at the end of the turn with that.
I would go for the random block, because if you break armor and Captain Jarnus gets away, you kind of need him as a safety.
He needs a knockdown here. Activates the Crocs, doesn't move him. Doesn't.
I would have liked the last action activation.
Here it comes,
Block there.
and that is not good enough.
That is not.
Well, then nothing.
At this point, Miraskadu is getting away with this now.
Miraskadu has
Leaky butthole time though with
Miraskadu
any
was-
failed action.
almost gotten away with murder this game.
He's not out yet.
He's not out yet, but it's close.
But
Nobody
Captain Jack
rolls, ball in
can
hand.
run and punt it. In fact, Dinosaur has to go back here to prevent
That's
the
a
punt
safety.
play.
Oh no, he's going forward. You can just stunt you through with some miracle dice.
Dinosaur, the skink, I think has to go backwards.
He could come round and block that run line in front of Captain Jack.
He
Force
can,
him to go around.
he can still run around the side and just try and throw it. Because then there's no skink who can reach it. He is in tackle as well. Do you think Thesaurus is right on him? This is drama right in the opening game.
No one-sided match here. Just gonna look up at the corner and
everyone-
stare at that bribe.
Everyone expected this to be a dull match.
Where's he going? He's going forwards. And it's a full cage of that skink. Captain Jack is surrounded. And yet.
You just literally throw 2+ dice and pray, I think, at this point, if you mirror.
He's in tackle. So
Yeah.
he surely can't go forward because he'd be dodging from tackle twice.
Still 2s.
He's away. That's Captain Jack for you. But this time he's down! Snake Eyes!
Oh ho ho ho! Is the floor going to be kind? The floor is kind.
But there's no reroll for Hindus.
And it's what? It's not good either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He can't
6,
make
7,
it
8.
with Dinosaur. He needs a pick up and a handoff.
A 3+3+ to go into overtime after clearing away Mickey Smith.
Yeah, he needs to do it with Gecko Rage.
Do you think Thesaurus needs to punch Mickey Smith and then he needs to?
But surely that sidestep could kill him.
Well,
It could,
if
but
he
I'd rather.
sidesteps, like, he's just gonna base Gecko Raid. You can still dodge Gecko Raid if you really need to, get him out, and then...
But it's the
give his
handoff
dodge.
that's the problem if you don't knock him down, because you make it a 4+.
No, it's a 4+ as it is right now.
I would take it. Like, you got block and tackle, that's gink.
Yeah.
He'll be dead.
Yeah, you've got block, tackle, and 2 dice. I think.
But you also don't have any option for failure. You're out.
Yeah, but do you?
if you
but
fail
what
any
I'm
dice
saying
right now.
So then you take the best chances you got, and that's the 2 dice block, right?
Yeah.
The
Like,
2
if it's a
dice.
double skull, it's a double skull.
The
Like,
2 dice is safer than adding another 3+ to the chain. I think.
Is it? It is a 2 dice, isn't it? Even though that guard's in play.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you've got Gatorade as a marker.
I don't...
I don't
don't
like
like
doing
this.
that. What was that
Don't
for?
make me throw on dice.
So get the guard in.
Is he trying to make it 3 dice? because he does. If he gets a push on Amy Pond with the Lizard of Oz and follows up, would make this a 3-dice.
It's a knockdown, and this is really, really tense.
Yeah.
God. Can anyone else hear Miraskadu creating diamonds with his ass cheeks here?
Pow 5 and 4, well spent.
He now does have a 3-dice, and he gets, with the 3rd dice, the knockdown. Right. It is literally 3+3+ to send this into overtime.
And it'll be 0 reroll Lizard versus Lizard overtime. Although, when we say Lizard versus Lizard, there's not that many.
Pickup is good.
1.
Handoff, it's literally all on this 3+. To Gekarade.
Can he do it?
G-Man awaits.
Drumroll.
Fails!
You're a piece of lizardy shit.
And we are sending Miraskadu to the winner's box.
And with his pieces of lizard.
In a box.
My word, gentlemen, that was a game.
That was an opener, wasn't it? Miraskadu and TARDIS, the Big O, have one of their designated 3 coaches through. And considering that Bash Incorporated are another one, they've only got one more. TARDIS are through. And unfortunately, Hindus, despite his very best efforts there, has fallen at the first hurdle. But hey, Miraskadu has paid one hell of a price for that win. Dead Croxigore, dead Rookie Skink, MNG on the Frenzy Blocksaurus, MNG on one of the good Saurus as well, the Break Tackle. Was it Amy Pond or was it the other one that took an MNG there?
Oh god, it was bad news. No, it wasn't Amy Pond. Amy Pond got the MVP, didn't she? She didn't take an injury at all.
A 3+, and that was going to overtime, and I don't think one person would have backed Miraskadu to win in overtime.
Not at that rate, no.
But that's the bolt. Hindus couldn't quite get it done. He was close. He was so very close. But it wasn't to be. So G-Man loses a coach at the first opportunity. But a very, very entertaining game and well played to both. That was quite some watch. Can we get a look at Miraskadu's post-match team? We probably can if the match is confirmed. Which it is not. But where were TARDIS? They were on the front page here. They were 1870 before this one. It was Martha Jones, wasn't it, that took the MNG? Was it the Nigglsaurus?
It was brutal.
Let us know when that game's confirmed, guys, before we go over to the next one. So we know... Oh, down to 1380. 500 TV. 490, I should say. Wiped out. Dead Croxigore. Rose Tyler, sorry. The Blodge Mighty Blow. Taking the MNG and Bill Potts. So there's only going to be 4 Saurus. He does have enough cash for another Crocs. But the Grody Greens, or indeed Ravenpoe and Gad's Gobstoppers, will be licking their lips with that one.
Slibley's going to be jumping from team to team.
Yeah, Slibley's going to go with the winners, right? I have dropped an image in playoff spoilers of an early shot of the team that Miraskadu will be sending to the next round. The next game should be, well, pretty much right now, to be honest. We're just waiting for confirmation from Stouticus and Aldar that they're going to get things kicked off. We're about 20 minutes behind schedule, but if they've waited for us, I do appreciate it. They are live. They are indeed live. Okay, well, in that case... There's no spoiler on the score? Do we need to go back to start the game? I haven't got there yet, mate. It's loading.
Shall we get started?
You can at least buy the fifth Doctor straight away. Well,
I'll tell you what you do, people. We're going to hang fire. Metal, you let me know how many turns at that game we are.
We are literally... Oh, they are perfectly timed. Come right in. We've got setup going on.
Yeah. Right. Stunning stuff. Round 2, everyone. Which means we need to drop some commentators and get some more commentators in, because I've got a deal.
Well, that's well timed, because I need to go to bed. This is apt. And can I leave you with a bit of vestigial podcasting on my way out?
Absolutely.
Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Boys, I shall leave you to it. It was a pleasure to join in on something I wasn't meant to be involved in. And I shall see you around.
Good having you. If you need me to switch out too, I can do that.
What do we think? Yeah, I think we were going to switch out Onan for Holes on this one, if that's all right with you, Onan. But thank you very much for joining us for the game. I'm just waiting Holes to confirm that he's good. Hope you enjoyed that cast anyway.
It was my pleasure. Goodbye.
It was a pleasure to have you here. Catch you next time, Onan.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Onan. It was a genuine pleasure, mate. So I can tell you that Pink Power Puftah have won the toss and opted to receive, and they have got the fans out in force with a +1 fame and a wizard that is doing that fantastic bug where you can't actually see the wizard.
Oh, it's alright for me, so chat can see it perfectly well. Apparently Holes is a doo-doo head, big meanie. He's here anyway.
I'm sorry, Dirk.
Welcome along, Holes.
Thanks for having me aboard.
How did you find that first match?
That was a match.
Something,
That's a hell of a way to start playoffs.
Yeah, that was definitely a welcome to playoffs, boys.
Congrats, Mira, for a win, but also commiserations.
Hinders gave that a damn good go, didn't he? So what we can have a look at is who's picked who, and it seems to me like it's... well, we can have a look, actually. I'll do a quick search. Looks like there are... On the page, there's 11 coaches who've picked Stouticus to win this. And 13 who've picked Pink Power Puftah. So that's pretty close, you have to say.
I'm, of course, a little bit biased for this matchup because Stouticus was in my division.
Indeed, so this is REL 7, second place, as we see the kick coming from the Beast of Nurgle. Oh, well, it's a rock straight at man in a baklava, and he's injured.
Ooh.
Oh,
what a start.
Well, that
a strength bust.
Oh, God.
No regen.
And that,
Oh, my word. Playoffs
Welcome to
continues to reap a tally.
Man in a well, by baklava, was it like molten magma or something? His playoffs lasted all of no turns. Having worked an entire season to get here.
That was a smiting from Knuckle, that was right there.
What a great start for Aldar.
It was just a block Nurgle Warrior doof, but it's still going to suck. Rock, fun and interactive. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I have a rock still.
Here comes a mighty blow. 2 dice from a werewolf. He's going to look to set up a foul on this movement 3 Nurgle Warrior Black Hole Sunday.
imagine removing
Gets
two
the
on
knockdown. And look, there's a dirty player stood right there.
Hey, well, welcome to the gang.
Now imagine moving 2 of the 4 Nurgle Warriors into the casualty box on the very first turn of the game. Count Pinkula has the ball, and Aldar, representing GMAN, he finished first in GMAN Division 5. Here comes that foul. It is 3 assists by my count, and Pink 6 is instantly.
Instantly. The ref went, you know what, there's been rocks on my pitch, there won't be foul.
Suddenly it's 10 versus 10.
Where was that ref last game?
That's actually a big loss, really, because it's only a movement 3 warrior with block. It's not like... And he didn't even get a stun.
Well, Stouticus still has most of his good players in the backfield. He's got Donut in a hole, who's got a very, very white hat, must be said. All Apple Pies is Claw and Mighty Blow, and is likely, you would say, to find the 2 SPP needed to level in this game. He's also got Cannoli as you are, the Nurgle Warrior, with the same set of skills, and block for good measure.
If it was me, I would absolutely be blitzing, probably with the Nurgle Warrior, Cannoli as you are, directly into Pink 1 to try and get rid of some of the guard.
Exactly like this, Metal.
This is that's exactly what I'd have played.
And will he be rewarded for it? Yeah, not really.
Quite.
Well, I mean, that guy's pretty much out of the game for a while. He's a stunned zombie. He's not going to be doing much for a bit.
Oh dear. Smalls like Teen Spirit.
Speaking of not doing much for a bit.
Small. It
That's a
smells
great
like
name.
really stupid.
Holes should be talking. Are you guys not hearing Holes?
Hello, hello.
I'm going to turn you up.
Okay.
But speak up a bit too.
Halls is very quiet.
Yeah, apologies for that.
What it is he's shy.
Oh.
So, of course, next on the old Rebel calendarino, in I believe a few hours after this game finishes, not too long from now, the Voltrex Vanguard are taking on the Phobias Reborn.
Which theoretically is Aldar's running mate, of course.
It's at 2 a.m. UTC, so I make that 4 hours from now. That's going to be cast by Chaos Ubalu. And then tomorrow morning UTC time, 9 a.m. UTC, Liam Colston takes to the playoffs yet again with the Emperor Says, and he's up against Orcs of Letters, a fantastically named Orc team from GMAN Division 6B.
Love it. Love that team. I am definitely casting on that. Even if I'm not the streamer, I want to be on the cast.
Crusader's taken point on casting that one. Will be the first one we'll get Crusader in on.
Yeah, but I am definitely taking side seat.
Well, I will be at work.
No, I'm just making everyone else know, and I'm asserting my dominance on that one. I called Orcs of Letters for playoffs from like week 2, and I am definitely not missing out on their playoff debut. But no, that rotter is absolutely not worth. In my mind, Bobby, it could have been guard.
Look, the only way you can get a strength 5 rotter is through a strength 4 rotter.
Yeah, but why would you want a strength 5 rotter?
Because you put tentacles on him.
Yeah, but you could just give him guard and block and actually have a useful rotter.
Yeah, but you could have a tentacle strength 5 rotter. And that's really funny.
Strength 4
really,
rounds
really-
in general are really funny.
Yeah, but it's really quick to die. It's just not the one.
Yeah, but
Squiggy,
Metal, I don't think you listen to what I'm saying here. It's really funny.
I guess maybe my point is that I play my Nurgle in a
Ooh,
very
foul
specific
appearance
way.
here.
That's not good.
And there
There's
goes a
foul
claw
noise.
mighty blow hit.
Yeah,
Like-
you have a fight going on.
However. Oh, we don't get him down this time either. Oh dear.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, Squigs, I am playing at 4 p.m. UK time on Friday. I'm intrigued by Count Pinkulon. It's such a weird player to carry on, but it's so much better than a ghoul, right? When you've got dodge and agi up, you are so much better than a ghoul. You're AV8, you're only movement 6, I know, but you're AV8 and you've got regen.
Indeed. Pow on Donut in a hole from Mr. Pink. And Mr. Pink finds a stun on that particular Pestigo.
Hang on, Jeff had passed on a strength 7 woody treat to have a block for Jeff. You're really boring.
Lovely shot of the G manual advert in the background on that hit. Big fan of that. Might have to use it. So Aldar's dirty player is gone on the very first turn of the game. He does have another one on the bench with kick.
Hiring is odd. Do you want to tell Lufish Meb, or shall I?
Mighty Blow piling on Brett Peasant. Oh, one exists, mate.
Yeah, we've had that. We've seen that before.
Yeah, Shaco Jaco. Get yourself watching the Superstar shootout towards the end of the season. Shaco Jaco. He has
Is he
pro
gonna
for good
come
measure.
back?
I can't confirm that.
You can confirm it because, like, we want Shaco Jaco, right? I mean, we need more teabagging of people whenever you pile on. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Brett Peasants teabag people when they pile them on.
It's glorious.
Smalls like Teen Spirit is
He's
back
on
in the
move.
game. I think we're possibly just going to claw a flesh golem here.
Yeah, you're using all apple pies, right? Boom, straight into it.
Interesting game, this one. Compared to the last one, it's much less agility based, but it's a lot more kill zombies and rotters based.
Yeah,
Not
this
like
is,
See
that.
who runs out first.
well, I was going to say this is going to be more brutal, but I just don't know if it is.
Now, Warrior Dodge has been suggested. 2 GFIs for a 2 dice on the ball with no tackle. 4+2+2+. You fancying that?
No, because it's got Lodge.
The only reason I'm not fancying it is because there's actually no recovery.
The only reason I'm not fancying it is because it's such a low percentage player that it's just not worth it.
It's early in the game. It is early in the game.
I would much rather, while you've got all the time in the world, start focusing on the flesh golems. You take the strength away from this team. There's no guard anywhere that isn't the flesh golems. Get them off the pitch and suddenly, well, there's one zombie. Not 2 zombies.
Both of these teams are 2 seasons old, and I'd certainly say in the case of the Nurgle, they are a little undercooked to be going far in the playoffs.
But Nurgle took some pretty bad hits though in their season.
But I think this is a game that they can still win if they focus right and they just focus the guard.
Well, that's not good.
No, I think it's not. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good at all. And I don't like the reroll.
I actually am okay with that. As a Nurgle coach, I think I'd have taken that myself. You do not want this guy to be burst because he's about to get flipping werewolfed. And he's one of your 2 good players. I actually think I'd have stood firm there to really punish him.
No, I understand why he didn't stand firm. Because, essentially, he could have hit the rotter to get off the Beast of Nurgle. If he wanted to. Anyway, it's a bit of a weird setup for both teams at the moment. Aldar's kind of split in 2 with his team. The early rock that injured no regen man in a Baklava and gave him a strength boost for good measure.
That's such a brutal start to a game.
It's worth pointing out there is an Agi 4 Blodge Pestigor on the bench. Oh, failed GFI with no reroll, and that Nurgle Warrior is on the floor.
That's a familiar sight. Nurgle Warriors falling over when they try and sprint. Man in a retirement home, says Ornan.
He's not wrong either.
At the moment, he's probably man in a sling.
Major Bite asking if he can hijack the stream for a tiny moment.
Oh, of course.
Yes. So, you may sign up for REBBL Season 9, folks.
Do you want to be here with us, like on the pitch, having us cast you? Well, the only way you can do that is by getting into REBBL.
If you would like to spend an entire season grinding over 13 weeks to get yourself to the REBBL playoffs, only to have one of your Nurgle Warriors take a rock on the first turn of the game and take a strength bust, then you can apply for REBBL Season 9.
Can we have a chat about your selling strategy?
That Major Bite has posted there.
Because I love your Herringzord, but you're not a salesman. I don't know how you managed to make so much money in the bargain boosters discount V9 store.
I think he might be going after the Claw Nurgle Warrior here.
I disagree. I think he's going after the Strength 4 Rotter.
Yeah, the Strength 4 Rotter's an easy target. Get that off the pitch, start reducing the strength.
He's also grouped his team back up a bit more. But the reason he based that Claw Warrior is because it allows him to frenzy away from the Nurgle Warrior as opposed to into it.
Very smart. Very, very smart. No, Mike, sign up for the season, dude. It's not on a spreadsheet anymore. It's all incredible. It's just incredible, guys. Well, you can sign up with just.
We have like a really nice website that says "Welcome back, Herringzord. Would you still like to play United Scarab Chemerates next season?" And I go, yeah, I would.
Welcome back, Miraskadu. Would you like to still play what's left of TARDIS next season?
Miraskadu, like a single tear drops into his coffee.
No, Mike's could potentially be in playoffs cheese if he wins his game tonight. That's a question you direct specifically to Major Bite, but it's you, Saul, so you probably will.
So that means you're in playoffs. That's good enough, right? The rest of us are worried about the devastation where there's no glory and still the risk of dead teams. At least you get the glory.
What if I plan to
wrestle? Now, that's a foul target.
For sure.
That is a foul target all day, every day.
All of the days.
How many times would you foul that? Unless he surrounds it, which he will have to right now.
To be fair, we may just have killed Major Byte's website. have we just given it the playoff hug of death by having 107 players try and sign up at the same time?
Yup. Remember, you do have the Devastation to save up some money for some of the halflings that I've stuck on the market.
God, how high have you got to be to take halflings in the Devastation? Shall we go and ask Mr. Christie?
Double pow on pink 5. We're targeting the guard, and this time
He's fine.
nothing happened.
God damn it. Why did you bring the blunt claws? Are you saving all the claw hits for me? I like this.
I mean, to be fair, we watched Slibley foul a Croxagol to death in the first game, so it's not like we haven't had our fair share. Yeah, there's 5 races that are guaranteed not making it to playoffs this season. Halfling, Ogre, Bretonian, Kislev, and Vampire. No vampires. Now Norse. Rely on Eisenmike winning his game tonight, or there'll be no Norse. After last season's final was a Norse off.
So, you missed so much. Like, you need to go back after this game finishes, and there's so much.
Blizzard game was fantastic.
I genuinely think, I was like, you know what, right? I love that Miraskadu is making time at what is a really awful time for him to play this, but we're opening playoffs with a Lizard Mirror. This is going to be dull. I was so wrong. I was so wrong.
So, what's the target for the Claw Mighty Blow Wolf this time?
Well, it's probably the dude who's like right there.
Down goes Do the Eclair, and we're not seeing much damage since that early rock. The referee has sent off a dirty player.
God, I'm so sad that 300's dead. There's not many players that have genuinely upset me when they died in Rebel, but I am so sad 300 is dead.
Well, there are certain competitions where he could return. We're going to blitz with a white this time with Mighty Blow. And we're going to find a power on Gelato Me Wrong.
Maybe the claw wasn't working.
It wasn't. And to be fair, neither did Mighty Blow.
Yeah, this is kind of dull.
So far, the ball just moving over at this far side. But not a great deal happening at this point.
We're going to get ourselves a vintage YouTube cage forming, I think. This is like... Stouticus is definitely reliving the pain that is every Nurgle coach's day-to-day waking nightmare. Is like, oh no, blood didn't fire. Well, this is fun.
There is the potential for 2 Claw Mighty Blow hits this turn. If he's willing to block with the Beast of Nurgle to free up the Nurgle Warrior, and if he's willing to make a GFI to hit that guard.
Aldar attended James Typhoon's school advancing the ball in playoffs. Now, to be fair, I think the ball has got further forward than James Typhoon ever did. See, I do like the not taking block on a killer, but it's still very scary.
I think you might take block next turn over piling on.
Going the piling on route is the pure greed option, but...
I'd probably take tackle.
Or tackle, yeah.
I know my killer on my new team is currently Mighty Blow tackle. Not my new team, my new killer on my existing team. his Mighty Blow tackle and is taking Claw is his third skill. Piling on as his fourth, and then I'll think about block. Assuming he lives that long. Alright, play it.
Well, this is another way to get 2 Claw Mighty Blow hits, but unfortunately, that's just a push.
He's freed up the Beast Zone, and Beast has a nice little path into the back line.
Yeah, but that's just a beast getting absolutely mullered by a werewolf in that instance.
Instead provides an assist on this guard zombie.
And you take this first because you're using a wrestler. I do like Sponge Cake, man. That is brilliant. Such a good pester goal.
Wrestle, tackle, strip. Great player. So we're tying up one of the flesh golems, and that makes a lot of sense. In fact, both flesh golems are way separated from the rest of the team right now. That really does leave Aldar on the back foot a little bit.
Yeah, Aldar's getting pinned down pretty heavily here. He's signing with the Brett from Simon, a good lad. I like things that metal like small Bretts.
We need more Bretts in Rebel. Now that needs a reroll.
That's one reroll though by turn 4. That's not great.
Well, we might find the reward.
Just a start. Drop the base. Thanks.
So, yeah, on the Bretonian subject, I don't think a Bretonian team has made it to playoffs since Season 5. The Bretonians are on a drought. And we need a hero to fix it, essentially.
Yeah, the playoffs need that one man who can just do the business.
Looks like Aldar is really going to try and motor down this flank now.
Yeah,
This is a good target for the wolf.
Comes screaming into action.
And the werewolf does not find any damage at all.
At this point, I'm not even surprised. It's like these teams have taken a non-aggression pact after they saw what happened to Miraskadu's.
In terms of the bracket, this is in a totally separate section of the thing.
Interestingly, if I win my first match, I play the winner of this game.
Could be a Nurgle off, which is exactly what we all want to see.
I actually kind of do, because if you look at my Nurgle, then look back at this Nurgle, then look at my Nurgle. I'm on a horse.
It does appear that the boss is not currently set up to activate in the Playoff Spoilers channel. So there's no spoilers there.
I'll PM twice, won't tell you.
One dice push on that rotter. Follows it up, and that gives him a 2 dice with the zombie onto the rotter as well. And that finds a knockdown this time on Penny Royal Tea Cake.
I don't like putting Verada back there. I mean, he'll just tie him up again. But...
What's wrong with all memes? They still check out statements.
Yeah, Superfed, we are aiming for no spoilers for 48 hours sort of thing. Obviously, what I would say, if you're doing a double back-to-back cast like this, you can kind of assume that most of your audience have seen the first game, so you can probably reference that. I think we're okay to reference that first game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Most of the audience, well, a lot of the audience, I think, will have caught it. Some won't. Saul didn't see most of it, I think. Oh, go away, Windows Update, you stupid piece of pants.
I think we're lining up a hit on Mighty Blow Wolf here.
Yeah, it makes sense as well. There's, again, a potential for two hits onto Mighty Blow players. You can hit that white who's based up against all apple pies right now.
It's scary, though, because you're starting to just go, this is my last reroll, and I'm throwing it with an unblock.
Well, he could go for 2 Claw Mighty Blows, again, if he's willing to take a GFI with Cannoli as you are, but that's not going to be the play this time. We're just going to go
Pirate
for...
Assassin is correct. Sorry to interrupt. If we're going to split the VODs down to game by game, we should probably not talk about.
Okay, good point. In that case, no spoilers.
That was NPA making a good point.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, this is rowdy.
No, it's just
Oh.
done.
But I mean, that's good, considering you didn't have Mighty Blow offline.
Pinkzilla taking the stun there.
I also like the fact that he used the word the term a la carte. That was good enough for me to make me happy. I'm a simple man.
Yeah, it's a
you know.
classy service we provide here at Rebel headquarters, isn't it? That needs a reroll.
Ooh.
And suddenly, Stouticus is all out of them.
All apple pies is literally the worst killer in the universe. He's cost him Stouticus 3 rerolls in 5 turns.
Aldar still has all 3. And a wizard.
I genuinely might have eaten that. That was a 4+ activation.
Well, it is the first half, and of course Stouticus is potentially going to have a 1 or a 2 turn. I think Aldar will be considering double GFI to score on the next turn.
It doesn't if you're willing to drop some. It doesn't if you're willing to eat some 1 in 9s, and he's not being willing to eat the 1 in 9s.
There, I think it's more okay to reroll because that's a Mighty Blow guy, and that's your second best killer.
That's a very good point. He was turning over against a Mighty Blow white.
But he hasn't been every time. Like, one of the times he hit a naked block. Sorry, he hit a block zombie, and it wasn't even that valuable for him to hurt that guy. And I think he'd have eaten it against that guy.
Speaking of guard zombies, this one's proven to be very valuable here.
He's doing a service.
And the wolf finds a push, but we can have a second go. And this time it's a pow on Donut in a hole. Who is knocked out?
Ooh.
Finally. And that knockout may actually allow a potential stall for a turn here from Aldar. It'll be interesting to see what the plan is right now.
Not only that, he's tied up for Wrestle Strip Ball.
Knockdown again on even flan. Oh, and that's a stun on the Nurgle warrior.
As Self says, that blitz has been brought to you by the position. Well, I think you'd have just rethought your blitz direction at that point.
That is an entirely brilliant use of a zombie, essentially, because that is exactly what zombies are for. Sure, he's going to take a Claw Mighty Blow hit, but he's tying up one of those 2 Claw Mighty Blow players at least from getting back to help out with the rest of the team's play.
And if all apple pies 1 in 9s again, you just go, I'm not going to rest. Let's both go down and you turn.
Master of the Horde, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. Hope you are enjoying the Rebel playoffs. I certainly am.
Oh god, it's been good so far.
For the record, Metal, I've turned off all of the dewy what's-its on the screen, because I know you like your playoff casts to be clean. But at the same time, I've left the Troll Choir on because it's fun.
Oh yeah, I don't hate that in the slightest. Holes hasn't said anything for a while. Holes might have died.
I am dead. Yes.
Ooh, hang on. This is not a potentially good decision.
No, I mean,
It's not a good decision at all, Metal. What am I looking at here?
we're looking at. We're not looking at good positioning here. I think this could get
2 dice uphill to move the zombie.
You know what would be nice if you're going to do uphills?
A reroll.
Rerolls.
Yeah. However, you might not need it. I don't know yet.
I feel like the first thing you do is hit the wrestler.
Yeah, you're going to get him out the way.
And I like how he's gone with the blocker in case he gets both down and gets wrestled.
Indeed. And the reward for that is a knockout. Now,
Mama said knock you out.
1 GFI on the Beast of Nurgle right now, which you might as well use the Beast because there's no other player with a reroll anyway. That would allow him to mark up the Wolf. You could take a 1 dice with the Pestigore to try and move that zombie, and then you would have a 2 dice Surf by my count.
That is 2 GFIs, by the way. Unless you... I don't know.
No, it's just the 1. You only need to mark the front of the Wolf.
No, I was looking at the wrong Wolf.
You take a 1 dice there. You've got a 4 in 6 chance of pushing him out the way. And then it would be a 1 dice, sorry, because he's got guard, unless you knocked him over. And then you would allow you to surf Count Pincula. Instead...
Oh, we're just going for Blitz.
Apple Pies is useless.
He's literally the worst Pestigore I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And trust me, I have seen some bad Pestigores.
This is a really easy clear and potentially score now for Aldar. The 2 dice have had zombie and run the ball in.
Self had a much better plan than any of us spotted there. If he was willing to chuck a 2 dice with the strength up, he could have knocked him out the way, blitzed the white down, and then just ran the beast up the back onto the sideline and just...
Oh, double skull! Against a claw player.
Not mighty blow,
That's
but...
huge.
Oh, that's a KO. That's
Sponge Cake Man is gone, and I tell you what, now we got a big problem. Because all Apple Pies is in a world of hurt here.
All Apple Pies is possibly off to meet the crowd, if we're honest.
No,
I'm wrong, he just gets powed.
he's off to meet the claw.
Don't like that.
Hey, I've got Claw Mighty Blow too. And I didn't fall over.
But that stun actually allows another stall, and he could potentially claw the beast while he's here.
Just to send a message.
If he doesn't get
That stun means we can stall out to turn 8 now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't like the decision not to surf, though. I think it was a very straightforward surf arm there.
That's a good way to get a guard to play a claw. I mean, I know you're about to
This
get
is
beat.
going... Well, we get away with it, because that would have been going into uphill, but the Beast of Nurgle takes a stun as well.
Now you can definitely stall.
Yeah, that would have turned an uphill. I really don't like that.
Aldar's not had to burn a single reroll here, and his flesh golems aren't even in the game.
Yeah, he's playing very fast and loose. As RK says, pushing him to a friend as well gives him a full plus activation, assuming 2 plus activation, assuming you didn't do what you did.
Yeah. Don't know why we haven't moved the ball, because at the moment there's a shot on it. There it goes.
There we go.
Now, is there a shot on it? No, the Nurgle Warrior cannot reach.
No,
So
no
Aldar
worries,
will go 1-0 up, barring some sort of heart attack at the keyboard that prevents him from scoring on turn 8, or, you know, he might clan Rodder it. Speaking of which, Clan League starts today.
It does, mate, because I'm entirely insane and made the decision to try and set Clan League up at exactly the same time as the playoffs.
Nothing but pushes for Grungy Desserts up to this point. Bit more like it from Black Hole Sunday. The attrition game picked up a bit towards the end of the half. We saw 3 KOs, but other than the opening rock from the crowd that strength busted that poor Nurgle Warrior, players I think got a bit scared by all of that.
We've had the strength bust and the immediate send off, and that's it.
Okay, Major Bite has refreshed the site. Sign-ups should be back open in 30 seconds.
Alright, sign up for Season 9, folks, at the link that someone's about to post in chat.
I get it.
Jeff's here as well, and Jeff is, of course, going up against the Sage now in playoffs after the Sage got a win against Halub in GMAN 1.
Well, no, because you've got a tree, so Claw's not that blow. Claw is like a chainsaw.
what's Aldar's plan here?
I think Aldar is going to go for more claw.
Claw something. Probably the claw. Claw would not be a terrible decision.
He's got block. It's not terribly unsafe. He's got appearance. Oh, now I don't like re-rolling the foul appearance.
No. You just go, oh well, that didn't work. You don't go, let's do it again.
That was suicidal, really. But as it is, Count Pinkula runs it in, and Pink Power Puff to have the lead.
And I believe Count Pinkula gets a level up from that.
To be fair, Jeff is playing Wood Elves versus Sage, which sounds scary, but at the same time, if Sage has an Achilles heel, it's absolutely Wood Elves.
Sage has done 4 seasons. This is the end of his 4th season, is it not? Or 5th season in Rebel?
5th, I think. Oh god, those knockouts. Just really nobody came back. Wow.
So Sage won the first one. He got knocked out by Wood Elves in the next one. He lost in the final to Horny Cricket's Necro. And then in Season 7, he was knocked out by Wood Elves. So he's done 4 playoffs. He's been knocked out by Wood Elves in any one where he hasn't made the final. And he's up against Wood Elves.
Maybe don't link it so we don't crash it. Yeah, Steve. Actually, no, everyone's saying it's working really well, and it's super easier to sign up, and they all quite like it. Why are we not?
Well, there's no real one-turn threat here from the Nurgle, is there?
I was looking at the guard and going, do we really want
actually,
DP on
with movement 6, technically, you can do this.
Not without a reroll.
Stouticus only has 10 players, I think.
Oh, he's not got 11. He needs 11. Yeah, he's only got 10. Right, it's not on. Claw some stuff. There's 1 KO on the sideline. Currently, there's no bench for Aldar. So, all removals are good things right now.
Yeah, this is where you put the hurt in. You absolutely claw mighty blow the guard guy. No question.
Do you foul one? Not a zombie, surely. The guard one, maybe.
I'd foul the guard zombie, personally. But then again, I have a much more developed Nurgle team than this, so I can afford to. I don't know if you can. I don't know.
Without a dirty player and potentially without the bench, I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, Master of the Horde, no more spreadsheets is absolutely the best part about it.
It's the dream, isn't it?
We all hated the spreadsheets. And Major Bite, right, as much as I tell everyone how amazing he is, has been promising me this for about 3 seasons. So I was like, yeah, you're getting the website up for Major Bite, yeah? Yeah, is that no more spreadsheets, Major Bite? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then he's just done it. What's wrong with spreadsheets? What's wrong with lizards, Miraskadu? I don't know where I was going with that.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, of course.
Here comes the kick. And it's going deep from the kicker, and it's a quick snap, which is...
that one thing he needed to get the 1 turn.
Yeah.
Major Bite, I am genuinely sorry your kid's sick, and I hope he's well, mate. But you've done a cracking job. It's so good.
Yeah, get well soon, Mini Bite.
Mini Bite. I love it. That's so good.
Hindus, Miraskadu, we absolutely enjoyed the show, but we're not spoiling it in case people haven't seen it. But yeah, great game of Blood Bowl. And if people haven't seen it, they should go and watch it. I didn't want to say Minor Bite because Minor Bite is actually Major Bite's Reddit name.
It is, yeah. So, and also, to be frank, they should go and watch it, but not right now. We've got a game on.
No, stay here. This is good.
And watch some ineffective claws.
Ooh, claws the guard, and that produces nothing of note, but we can foul it.
I think, you know what, the more I think about it, the more I think you do foul.
3 dice on pink 3 from Black Hole Sunday. Remember, we're down to 3 Nurgle Warriors.
Man in the black. What a playoff debut that was.
Yeah, that was his only game in the playoffs. It didn't last very long, did it?
If I remember correctly, in the game I played against him, against Stouticus, I also injured Man and Baklava turn 1.
Oh dear, all apple pies. What are you playing at, Sunshine?
Why is this literally the worst?
He's going to remove himself.
Yeah, can't foul now.
I genuinely hope he just dies in the Stouticus favour.
What a dreadful player. You're talking about playoff nerves. It's half time, and it's 1-0 to
Pink Power. Fourth turnover. He even had 3 dice for that one. He's literally the worst. And you know the worst part of all of this? He's still on the pitch, which means that he gets to waste rerolls in overtime format now.
The Wrestle Zombie's back. Stouticus is not achieving much so far, is he? Nuffle is not favouring the grungy desserts. He's obviously
saying that he did achieve something. He got a bench back.
Yeah.
Nuffle has eaten too much in the previous game and is now not hungry for dessert.
He's not hungry for much, is he? This has been a bit of a.
If you're Stouticus, do you bring the wrestle tackle strip ball on since he's your only tackle to deal with the dodge wolves?
I think, over a rookie rotter, yeah, every day of the week. He's also another guy that's not going to fall down on a 1 in 9. Well, he is going to fall down on a 1 in 9, but he's not going to end your turn on a 1 in 9, which is more important. Bloody clown team. You know what? I don't often agree with Gengar, but I'm absolutely finding myself agreeing with Gengar at this point.
It's when I'm picturing apple pie here, I'm sort of picturing those, the McDonald's apple pies that are
the ones that aren't really apple pies.
Are basically like pastry with molten lava inside. And I use the term pastry loosely.
It's not even really pastry, it's just like crusty yellow crap.
It's basically the lava that's on, when the lava's like on the outside and it hits the air and cools. They're basically serving you the inside of a volcano.
Chinchilla boy, it's hotter than the sun. You know what? I used to work in McDonald's, alright, and if we just cooked apple pies, genuinely I used to say that to customers. I'd be like, you know what, you need to give it about 10 minutes, because otherwise you might as well just lick a volcano. And
NASA are busy finding those things in the far ends of galaxies somewhere.
No, I genuinely believe NASA test their heat shielding with it. If it can stand up to a McDonald's apple pie and not melt, the heat shielding is good for re-entry.
Yeah, there's a reason why stays. It's because nobody bought them.
Yeah, no, by then you could beat someone to death with them because they were rock hard. There was literally a 5-minute window where they were good to eat, and it was either lick a volcano or beat someone to death with it. There was just outside of that 5-minute window.
So, kick coming in, and of course we have the kick skill here on Pink Power Puftah, so it's a deep one. Changing where the knife sends the ball into the crowd.
Oh, that's beautiful. The first bit of luck Stouticus has had.
Give it to apple pies, then he can't block.
He'll get his level. That'll get him his level.
Yeah.
He hasn't deserved it.
No, but you really, really need to block.
Also, give it to apple pies because there's a wizard coming in here.
Give it to apple pies because the wizard will do you a favour.
Meanwhile, knockout on the guard.
That's on guard.
Solid start to this half for Stouticus.
You can tell where the game's slowed down when we spend 5 minutes discussing McDonald's apple pies, right? That's like the mark of a slow game.
However, these zombies are suddenly... they've left the armour in the changing room at half-time.
Well, they figured they didn't need it after the triumphant first half.
3 dice from the Beast of Nurgle, who's probably due a really stupid.
He has been pretty good so far. He even 4+.
Pretty well behaved. And also pretty close to a level, 13 out of 16.
He's an alright beast of Nurgle. There are better beast of Nurgles in these playoffs, trust me.
Yes. And staggeringly, mine's not even the best.
I make yours about the 3rd best.
And mine's really good.
There's some monstrous beasts
Yeah,
of
there
Nurgle.
is. Travel Scrabble, there's a single unskilled Zomball on the bench.
There is indeed.
But,
Oh, that's not the result we were looking for there from Smalls like Teen Spirit, but we can have another go with the Nurgle Warrior.
or we could bring all apple pies round.
No.
No, that's a bad idea.
No, he's going to blitz the dirty player with apple pies, because when he inevitably one in nines it, he'll be next to a dirty player. And that means he can get himself fouled off the field.
Exactly. I'm trying to help. Right, no, there is a rookie zombie. Hangs up. He point to the bench, please.
Point to the bench. There he is.
Oh, God. Guys, he's going after the dirty player.
Oh,
He
no.
didn't need the assist.
I mean,
He won a
Oh,
90!
no.
And he can't re-roll. Surely it's overtime
he
format,
did.
and yet
can't re-roll it.
does.
Oh, man.
Oh, my days. What is this player? That is his 5th turnover.
Just fire him. Just send him to the back corner so he doesn't cause any turnovers and fire him after
Send
this
him
game.
send him to the Shadow Realm. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference for anyone.
He's trying to get these 2 SPP, and instead he's burned 4 rerolls.
And it's overtime format. It's just...
And this is Nurgle. They're
Oh,
probably
wow,
going
taking,
to overtime.
he's taking
format.
GFIs in an attempt to get him killed, I think.
You activated my trap card. He even threw a GFI with him that he just nailed with a 5+. Just to really, like...
How do you
add
like
salt
dem
to it.
apples, says Cthulhu Collector. Well, not very much if you're Stouticus right now. These are the worst kind of apples.
You could have leveled with both down. No, you'd have probably died on a both down. I
Yeah.
genuinely feel like if this player ever takes to the ground, he's dead.
No, he shouldn't. He absolutely should not have taken the reroll there. Not in overtime. Or overtime format, I should say.
Yeah, but the Shadow Realm is a much better meme.
He targets the Rotter instead of the Pestigore. Well, he can leave all apple pies to burn rerolls, can't he?
Yeah, if you actually take all apple pies, oh god, that's
Oh, and Penny Royal Tea Cake is pretty much
Oh,
done
he's
for.
dead.
Yeah.
That's a dead. From experience, that's a dead rock, boys.
The Wolf strikes, and it is 10 versus 10.
Yeah, I think targeting all apple pies would be a giant mistake on the part of Aldar because all apple pies is doing more to ruin Stouticus' game than Aldar ever could.
Surely he needs to start blitzing with the Nurgle Warrior. Oh, look at this. The goad. The goad of the apple pie. I will offer you my dirty player. You will 1 and 9 this.
I feel like at this point you just can't afford to blitz with apple pies anyway, just because he doesn't have block. You need those rerolls. You should be using that Nurgle Warrior.
He can get the Nurgle Warrior around to target the other guard here if he's willing to take a block with that Rotter first. I think that might be the right play.
Nice
The
stairs.
problem is that he really, really can't afford another 1 in 9 here.
Lotix. I'm just staggered by the performance.
I'd shift the ball over to the side of the field away from the flesh golems right now. I'd then take that. Once it's safe, I'd take the Rotter block. And then aim to blitz the... Oh dear. Oh no.
Don't do it.
No, not like this.
This is Stouticus' dark. This one player is Stouticus' darkest timeline.
You hate to see a man lose his entire playoffs like this. But hey, you took the Rotter block. And now it opens up the shot on the guard.
He does need to be careful though, because that could open them up to counter blitz by the Mighty Blow Wolf.
Pi needs to body himself getting away from the dirty player. I don't think he has a blessing of Nurgle Genesis. I really don't. I think that's the problem.
I think Apple Pies might be getting paid off by the Necro here.
I think he's been paid off by the entirety of GMAN.
Oh, he targets the wrestler. Well, should have targeted the guard with that dice roll, but hey ho.
Could he have got around there? Or
Yeah.
GFI, no?
No, just barely makes it, but it leaves him really open. He's not considering rerolling this, is he? Or is it just mine stuck?
I think it's just stuck, yeah. Because the Beast of Nurgle is now really stupided for the second time in the game, I think. And Apple Pies. Well, he rolls a push this time.
My God, he didn't turn himself over?
Well done, fella.
He's almost like a good player now, except not.
Why all Apple Pies? I don't really think the ball's going to move too far here.
You basically sat here just waiting for the lightning bolt. I don't agree personally with carrying it on your Blood RG4. As soon as you got the touchback, I would have genuinely carried it on Apple Pies or a Nurgle Warrior.
What
Yeah.
Movement 7?
Nurgle Warrior would have made sense because it's higher armor for the wizard to have to break.
It's not even that. It's about the fact that when the wizard comes, it keeps your agility 4 available to not be potentially knocked down and armor broken. So that if the wizard comes and they don't secure the ball, Sponge Cake Man clears the way, and then the RG4 just snooches to the hooch and grabs the ball up.
Snooches to the hooch. What do we think the blitz target's going to be here?
Just back on beach for the level. Marvellous. No, also worthy of note, there is definitely a Nurgle Warrior there is actually a Nurgle Warrior that's really close to leveling. However, he is also moving busted slightly here.
Is he going for the Warrior here, or is he just trying to mark him up?
I think
No,
he's
I
just
think it's
keeping
just
them locked down, to be honest.
he's just baiting Apple Pie at this point.
Like a bully at school. Hit me again, Apple Pie. Hit me again.
Oh no, he's gonna hit Apple Pie.
Why?
Well, mighty blow hit. Apple Pie's... Well, he's fine. Hey, he rolled a bunch of ones on the armor. That's not like him. Cthulhu Collector said he took the day off work just to watch the Superstar Shootout. And now I feel bad that the final isn't uploaded. Although he might be talking about the next Superstar Shootout. In which case, big fan of that, by the way.
Big fan of that. Dark and Stormy. Good call statement. Big fan of that.
The one on the 29th, yeah. Okay, Super Bowl week. A few weeks away.
You have work 20 minutes early to be home in time. Beautiful. And then you start getting drunk, which is just even better.
Now, that is a Claw Mighty Blow hit on a guard zombie.
Oh, he's fine.
Rum is good, man. I'm actually a little bit concerned. I'd be a little bit concerned about taking this block of Black Sunday, because a both down would really screw your defense. You can't afford, especially in movement 3 Nurgle Warrior, to be going to the ground.
Yeah, and he's rolled... Every time he's hit that wrestle player, he's rolled a both down.
We're going to be seeing Apple Pies blitz, aren't we? Oh,
I'm afraid so, everyone. I want you to brace yourselves for this. Because all apple pies is about to get blitzen rights again.
Why? Why do this to us? I can't handle this.
I think we're all just waiting for the day. All apple pies, all apple dies.
You've been serving on for a while, haven't you?
I like that. That was good.
No, I definitely agree, Superfed. His block dice have been horrific. But like I say, it's easy for us as casters to focus our ire down onto all apple pies. But on the whole, across the entire match, his block dice have not been great.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
What I'm actually picturing here is a lone McDonald's employee sat basically after closing time, towards closing time. And all he's got left are the pile of cold apple pies, and he's just launching them at people. But it just isn't working out.
Have you ever seen, there's this TV show called Balls of Steel?
Mm.
And there's a dude on that who does fast food drive-bys. And he's got, like, he gets his mate to drive his little crappy Fiesta, goes to McDonald's and buys a massive stack of food, and then just leans out of the passenger side window and just chucks food at people on the way past, while shouting, "Nuggets! Nuggets! Nuggets! Hamburger! Big Mac!" And it's a bit like that.
Fair play.
I'll see if I can find you a video of it.
All apple pies. Going in for a blitz, and he has 1 in 9 it!
Well,
You've got to eat it. You've got to eat it.
This
Oh,
time
no.
with another reroll. That's his 5th reroll of the game by my count.
But he has got a knockdown. And no... Not even an armor break. He's getting sacked.
God
He is
damn this
getting
Pestigo. What is happening here?
Sacked. Yeah, Flux Streamer got it right. It's a guy called Neg.
Oh, the strength 4 Rotter can have a hit here.
Exactly knows that. It's marvellous. Wolf Rammerjack, it was all Mage Bite. He's a genius. Look at that, right? Strength 4 Rotter just goes boom, that's a flesh golem. Eat the dirt. Double pow.
We do have our first meme of the playoffs, and it is all apple pies.
Screw the Pestigo, give the Rotter claw. like
To
your blood.
1 in 9 in this playoffs is now to apple pie. He's going to apple pie it.
Oh, the dice have been blocked by this game, yeah. All the apple pies.
This is it, folks. It's happened. We've got our first meme.
God, it's so good. Now, that wasn't a playoff meme because it happened prior to the start of the playoffs. No more turning the sheet into Comic Sans. Because Nosedive did that.
Worth pointing out here that neither of the Whites nor the Wolves have done anything so far in this
the
half.
Wolves
but-
gotten one pass, but yeah. Oh, I missed half, yeah.
Oh, another
He's
double
really
pow.
kinda... I like how he mixes up the white blitzes with the wolf blitzes. It's actually almost... Oh my god.
Well, if you're talking about a movement 3 warrior being on the floor, being stunned for a turn really hurts your defense.
Yeah, he's in a real rough spot now because that's pretty easy to lock down. That's a Nurgle warrior gone for 3 turns. And Stouticus already doesn't have much time.
Yeah, Stouticus is in a bad spot. That's a 1-die skull. I think we're going to eat
Can't
that.
reroll it.
I don't see the purpose of re-rolling this, to be honest. He does. He finds a power. That's a little
Doesn't
greedy.
accomplish much. Stouticus has to be careful here because a lot of his players are lined up, and there's a movement 9 wolf ready to pounce on a lightning bolt.
Yeah, that was a bit of a waste, I feel, that re-roll. Aldar's really comfortable right now. Really comfortable.
I think if things don't go perfect for Stouticus here, we see the wizard next turn in a recovery.
He really cannot knock a thing over. All apple pies will probably be next to block.
And that'll be
No.
the turnover.
We know how that goes.
Yeah, I think you can afford to toss a reroll here, because Aldar's probably pretty confident. I've dropped something in chat for you,
but
Harry.
it's overtime, isn't it? So you've dropped something in chat. Is it a picture of an apple pie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has been hopeless. Here's a power from Sponge Cake Man.
There's a break. And there's a removal.
Much more like it.
Yeah, it's not all apple pies.
Because that actually means that Stouticus is up by one player by my count. We saw the Kaz on the Rotter who took the armor bust. So Stouticus getting that numbers advantage back. But
That'll
of course,
also help keep things a little bit tighter on that right side.
all apple pies will end up on the floor here when he inevitably throws this block against the flesh golem.
Gengar, the crowd have done more than apple pie.
The crowd literally chucked a rock at a Nurgle warrior at the start of the game and strength busted it. No regen. Blitz coming in, and we are targeting Pinky, the Flesh Golem, and that's not really a good result, and we've tied ourselves up now against the other one.
Well, he can still try and clear it because he's got plenty of players around there, but it's not the best. He is very, very vulnerable to a good quality wolf.
You know who he has to use next, don't you? Apple pies!
There it is.
It's a push, and that's no good against the Flesh Golem.
At least he didn't use a reroll. It's only about the second time all game.
Do you take the beast hit here?
Well, the Rotter can have a go, but that's a little risky because you'd be exposed around that side. But the Rotter...
No, he finds it.
Superfed has a podcast advert for us, I think. Superfed, save that, get it onto a 30-second recording, get it for me for the podcast.
Hang on. Pinkie Pie is down. Oh, and Pinkie Pie is stunned.
Ooh.
Superfed, that needs to be on a recording right now. That's perfect. Get it recorded, man. Love it.
So this doesn't feel like the turn for the bolt either.
Gotcha, man. Got your PM into Discord. Sorry, Superfed. No, this isn't a bolt turn. This is not a bolt.
He is not in position.
Your recovery is horrific. But at the same time...
I think now he's going to target... No, I'm wrong. It's the Nurgle Warrior again with Mighty Blow.
Oh, and he's gone.
You know what? That's a massive, massive removal.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Even Flan cannot stand up to the assault of the Necro here. But more than that, this is perfect because he's targeting the slowest players, which really slows down the Nurgle offensive.
Not only that, that's one of 2 guard on the Nurgle team gone, and the other one is really stupid.
Yeah, it's even numbers again, 9 versus 9, but Aldar is managing to remove much higher value pieces. The amount of team value off on the side of the field now. Much more concerning for Stouticus. And that's a one-dice score. We need to eat that, I think.
No.
Yeah, you can't... I mean, Aldar might reroll it, but I don't like it if he does. He's basically at the end of his turn. Yeah. It's a zombie. It's a stun. It sucks, but it's not too bad.
It actually, to be fair, that gives up a couple of potential hits and potentially some pitch position on the right flank as we see it. He can bring his Nurgle Warrior back into the game now by powering this zombie.
Yeah, but he also only has...
to that side.
He also only has 4 turns, and he hasn't crossed the LOS, and there's still a wizard. Unless Aldar rolls a 1 on this bolt, I don't see a world where Stouticus can get this into the end zone.
All apple pies will be the hero this day.
With the agility 4 carrying, he can't actually get that far onto the right side. He can secure it on the right side, but then it's still kind of open to a bolt.
What we are witnessing here is the greatest hustling of all time from all apple pies.
I would genuinely say his blitz needs to come from Sponge Cake Man to bring down Count Pinkula.
Yeah, it's a solid blitz target.
And then use apple pies Sponge Cake Man and do the Eclair as a rudimentary cage.
Honestly, I would 3+ dodge Donut and a hole out as well from the flesh column.
Gengar, I don't see it getting that far. Unless he can survive the wizard somehow.
Painkiller's down. He chooses to base the Claw Mighty Blow.
Do not like that.
Which is a thing.
Do not like that. You know those guys saying these names? Why? In particular. Rumble. Yeah, I think he needed that player as part of his screen.
It's an aggressive screen.
It's not really so much a screen so much as it is a hug.
Papa Nurgle loves you very much.
Yeah, the problem is...
This is the time to bolt, isn't it?
Yeah, if he runs this out as a bolt.
Because you bolt the player and then punch through the screen and then just take the ball away from him, and then what do you do? Because you sound ridiculous.
There is guards sitting next to next to Pesticle. The guard stands up, and both these players stand up. We've got to root through, and there's a tackle werewolf just waiting to get involved here. That was worth a go, but now I think you need a 3+ dodge out the Pesticle to fill in this gap.
Oh, we're being raided.
Sage. Thank you very much for the raids. It is the second match of the Rebel playoffs here. Sage has, of course, made it to the playoffs.
Welcome, Sage. Congratulations.
Welcome along, Sage. Welcome along, Sage viewers.
Sky Blue Monty straight in with a fish sword comment.
Well, hello, Monty. For those just joining us, this Pesticle, all apple pies, is the worst player who's ever lived. He has used 5 of Grungy Desserts rerolls in this match, all of which have been on 1 in 9 failures.
That was really bold, standing up the movement gore before he... Sorry, dodging the movement gore before he bothered standing up the movement 3 play. He really needs to get Black Hole Sunday.
Because he wanted to 2 GFI it.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
No, I don't think it's the... I don't feel like it's the lightning bolt anymore.
No, I agree. No, it is.
Oh,
Fireball!
Yeah, it's a fireball.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, that's why we don't fireball, gentlemen.
Well, suddenly overtime looks all the more likely.
Suddenly overtime looks incredibly likely.
Yeah.
Gengar called it.
See, the problem was, he had all apple pies in the fireball, and we already spent so long talking about how hot apple pies are, that the fireball wasn't going to do nothing.
All apple pies rolled a 1.
All apple pies is genuinely hotter than the fireball.
All apple pies takes a hit here. From Claw Mighty Blow, and all apple pies is fine. Of course he is.
No.
Rolled another set of 1s and 3s. This player is stupid.
I mean, it's not exactly out of a lack of tradition that he's rolling lots of low numbers, is it? To be fair. It just means that he's also immune to damage. I mean, that's a lightning bolt work, and that's not how dice work. Self-doing it. I love how our viewers, Zord, are now trained to remind themselves that that's not how dice work.
Indeed. Now, this werewolf's getting itself into trouble.
That's based on Claw Mighty Blow. That's scary.
I mean, to be fair, it is blodge.
1 dice push on Gelato Me Wrong.
No, Murloc Joe, I fully agree that 3-man fireball not the choice. A 4-man, and I would have started maybe thinking about it, but a 3-man...
Now Stouticus actually can get a fairly decent screen on this.
God, Harry's on the bots up, and it just makes what happened to TARDIS look even worse.
No spoilers, Metal. No spoilers, Metal. I'll have to ban you from the league.
Is this a coup?
Yes.
Are you cooing?
I can coo. I can coo like the finest puffin in the land. Do puffins coo?
My big concern here, by the by.
Oh no, you know what he's doing here, don't you?
He's potatoing like a McDonald's fry.
This has got apple pie stamped all over it.
Why? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? He's going to blitz with apple pie, and it's going to be the worst thing in the universe.
No, he's
No, it's
not.
not.
Rewarded too. Captain Pink going down.
Like that. I like using sponge cake, man.
Everyone's big.
Oh, that wolf just got smacked in the teeth. Blitzing with pie till the re-rolls are dry. Chat is doing the business for us.
Apple pie has become the first meme of the Rebel playoffs, as we said. To 1 in 9 is now 2 apple pie. But
God,
now we've got a really good screen.
Yeah.
Well, you say he's got a really good screen. I'd say he's got a screen with apple pies in it. So it's not the one.
He can move Donner in the hole though to help cover the block area, and will be very strong.
You all know that Apple Pies is going to score the winning touchdown here. You know what's coming. He hasn't even stood up yet. He's going to dodge out, that's why. Ooh, I'm wrong.
No, he's just going to... At this point, I think Stouticus is offering him up as some form of sacrifice.
2 dice hit on the zombie. Produces a push only. Might choose to follow that up. It does mean his beast is going to stay where it is, but to be honest, the beast is doing good work there.
The beast is doing it solid, if I'm honest. Why have we got Death Floor take my energy rather than
Death
Apple Pie?
Floor take my pie.
Shouldn't it be Apple Pie take my rerolls?
Well, he has used 5 of them. I think that's probably enough by this point.
Ooh, Rotter's making a run for it.
Yeah, the Rotter's here. Strength 4 Rotter.
Let's get down to business, says the Strength 4 Rotter. Apple Pie take my 1 in 9. Oh. I genuinely think he's offering up Apple Pie's life to this pair of Mighty Blow players on the off chance that it might bring him victory.
And is suffering.
Apple Pie taking abuse this evening. And rightly
the
so.
point is, it doesn't matter whether you want him to or not, he's having them. He is having them.
Loves a reroll, does Apple Pie.
Cheeky little reroll. Oh god, Apple Pie for Superstar Shootout. You never said that to be good.
Oh, no.
1 dice. Oh, now that's a cheeky knockdown on a Claw Mighty Blow Nurgle Warrior. There's a chain push in play here.
No cutting Fox Pup, it's much worse because it's also AV8. It does have movement 5 and better agility, but on the whole, it's AV8, which is a big problem, and it's just so expensive. No regen, no foul appearance.
He really wants to free up his tackle, but I don't really see how he's going to do that.
I think you should just punch the Apple Pie. I mean, I'd say Aldar is fairly confident with... Oh,
whoa, there's some dice.
Rewarded. Oh no, that's not tackle.
Well, no, that was a thing.
There you go.
Yeah, you don't re-roll it.
No, you don't. It wasn't even particularly bad dice, if I'm honest. It was only a bunch of 2 pluses.
For what it was worth, could you not have just done a 3+2+ through here?
Probably would have been safer with dodge, but...
I think self-charging applies there.
Apple Pies could not die and switch teams. He has regen. The Strength 4 Rotter can die and switch teams.
1 dice knockdown on all Apple Pies with Mighty Blow.
Bet he rolls 1s on the armor. Oh no, he's done. Rolls 1s on the injuries. Double 6 on the armor.
Oh, and that's a skull we got to eat.
Yeah.
Overtime format. We are probably going to concede, and we're going to need those rerolls.
I genuinely feel like that might be the first 6 Apple Pies I've ever seen.
Do you just... Now, can you score now?
They can. Trust me.
Not with a movement 9 wolf in play.
There is a movement 9 wolf in play. That makes offering up a 2-turn incredibly risky.
Regen, Stunty, and Strength 5 can't be zombies, but everything else can. Yeah, I've had many Pokemon given away from my Rotter. Now I think good old Strength 4 Rotter could take a knockdown into Mr. Pink, and I would love to see a 2+ assist foul from Do the Eclair directly in and around the face of Pinkzilla.
I wouldn't hate that.
After you push away this stupid white one.
You could almost argue that a Rotter becoming a zombie is like an improvement in his health. There's a power, and that's really important if we want to stall.
That's huge.
Oh, this is better.
A break.
The break is really good.
Well, yeah. In hindsight, it's a bloody easy stall, isn't it?
It's now a bloody easy stall, yeah, because what do they do?
This one's going to overtime, folks. Barring a miracle.
Barring Apple Pie having an aneurysm. But no, I'd move the ball over, take a 2 dice with Gelato Me Wrong, follow up, hopefully get a knockdown on a Mr. Pink, and then foul that Mighty Blow Wolf all day. All day. Overtime is terrible for Nurgle, but, you know, they want to win. Like, losing is more terrible because it's playoffs.
Just to fill everyone who got here from Sage's channel late, very first kickoff event of the game, this Nurgle warrior, man in a baklava, took a strength bust from a rock from the crowd. No regen. We've seen an armor bust on Penny Royal Tea Cake. And we have also seen a KO on the other Nurgle warrior, Even Flan. 2 KOs this way, and the Dirty Player was sent off for a double 2 on the first turn as well. Nothing massively deadly other than the Nurgle warrior so far.
Oh, Miraskadu.
Stouticus just working out how he wants to stall this one out. Presumably this Rotter is going to come around here to do away with the potential zombie dodge into a 1 dice.
Yeah.
Fully agree, Self. This has suddenly turned into a less good stall, but I do still think you go for the 2 dice foul play, personally. You can't let him have a 1-turn shot. You can't. Oh, he gets a 1-turn shot anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going to wrestle.
Shooting the boat over how?
Why did he take the wrestle over the pow? It's a very, very good point.
That's a misclick.
That has to be a misclick.
Yeah.
He's not used to seeing powers. That's the problem.
It's a good Pestigore. He's not used to it.
He needs to knock down that zombie now. That zombie can 4+ dodge for a 1 dice on the ball. And I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, dice happen.
Takes it, pows him.
He's got it.
Tell you what, this Rotter finds some pows.
He's good, isn't he?
You get him Mighty Blow.
This Rotter is far... Well, Mighty Blow is a double for Rotters.
Yeah, get him Mighty Blow. Just roll a double.
He did roll a double 6, to be fair, to get a hold of that strength in the first place.
I mean, stalling is pretty easy at the moment, also. Rotter beats Pie. Well, it does solve the age-old argument: is Pie better or worse than Gelato? I'm not on board with looking at Rotter. It's a really bad player. That's a fair point. Although that block is going to make things a lot harder. I think I'd foul Sponge Cake Man.
Foul apple pies.
You'd be doing him a favour.
Yeah, that's actually a decent foul on Sponge Cake Man. Well, it's not. There's no assist at the moment. Instead, he's going to go for the Claw Mighty Blow Nurgle Warrior. And he's going to knock him over.
I don't hate that.
Claw could work.
Yes, you're right, Grungy. We have not had good apple pies. Like, you could sum this entire game up with the phrase, we have not had good apple pies.
Indeed. So, as I say, the blitz means we're not going to hit the ball carrier, so we are going to head into overtime here. Assuming Aldar doesn't manage to one turn with his movement 9 wolf, which is possible. Beast and Nurgle eats a pow. Smalls like Teen Spirit.
I wouldn't mind setting up a 1 dice on this plus move testing.
1 dice is a skull. Gonna eat it. And it's fine.
Actually, to be fair, Stouticus' Pestigors are really good. Except for Apple Pie.
Can he set up a 3 dice on that Mighty Blow Werewolf?
And if he does, he's going to use Apple Pie to do it.
Oh, now there's a decision.
Do you risk the free hit on a Claw Mighty Blow?
You've got... Ooh, now that is a decision. You've got a 3 dice on a Claw Mighty Blow Wolf, but you don't have block. But you do have Claw Mighty Blow, but it's all Apple Pies. There's a Blood Bowl decision for chat. What would you do?
Chat have decided. Chat have voted to not follow the Apple Pie.
We don't do it, and Stouticus finds his equaliser. Yellow led brownie. Makes it 1-1. So it's an equaliser for REL, of course. GMAN versus REL game, this one. Europe versus America.
I like Superfed's line. We all know Superfed to do it. Oh god, the zombies are back.
The zombies are back, and they're great KO rolls for Aldar. Meanwhile, the Nurgle Warrior...
Ooh.
He's out. But theoretically,
Flan.
Stouticus will get another go as we go into overtime. While we're doing setups, I'm going to throw shout-outs to Truidant and Negroa and Wolframajax and Luffy Schmeb and Firaxes and New Kid on the Block and SC4 Lion, who've all hit the follow button tonight, as has Sombra Loser and Jamus McGamus as well. So I've got all the fancy schmancy flashy things turned off because we like to keep the playoff casts as clean as possible.
Manus, I don't think there's a world where me and Haringzor can cast that. Sorry.
What? What the hell time's that happening? Because I'm done after this game. I can't do it. Yeah, also, that's nowhere near enough warning. But I understand that you've only just confirmed your position tonight. But I'm sure we can get that in the Sports Reporter channel if you let us know an exact time. And it's REBBL, so someone will definitely pick that up.
Yeah, Manus, just at Sports Reporter in playoff scheduling channel with your time, and someone will get it on the calendar and pick up. There's nowhere we can cover it.
We do have the Phobias Reborn taking on the Voltrix Vanguard at 2 AM UTC. That will be on Chaos Uberlu's channel.
Yeah, we haven't even been told what time it is. It's a problem. I like this setup from Stouticus. Make the pushes hard and spread the stink around to make the catch on the wolf hard.
Indeed.
Okay, that's fair. I understand.
Yeah, you know how REBBL Playoffs works by now. We get every game cast somehow or other.
Yeah, we'll do it somehow.
Perhaps Superfed can pick it up.
Unseen Walker in
Iron
chat.
Master.
Hashtag blame Sage. Hey, to be fair, Cripple Cup sign-ups are coming really soon. So watch the space. Literally about a week or two, and I'll be able to announce Cripple Cup date, which is a bit hype. Well, you give us 45... 40... Oh, my stairs, you absolute legend. My stairs are stepping directly up to the front.
Good man, most days.
Why would I leave Cripple Cup to the end of July? That's miles away. There is zero way I'm not doing a tourney in June, and Cripple's next.
Well, I made the final at Cripple Cup last time. I need to go one better. Here's the kick. Oh, it's a blitz.
Oh, of course it is.
Ooh, apple pies can have a go.
To be fair, not set up for a one turn anyway, and I don't think you use apple pies. I think you use cannoli as you are.
Yeah, this is a free claw mighty blow hit. And you probably target the white on the end of the line with mighty blow.
I don't know if I'd not target the guard zombie.
Guard zombie? Could also work.
No block on it. Much bigger chance of bringing it down.
And it's still a pretty important piece of guard.
Rumble, it's supposed to be aimed at friendly for GMAN and REBBL. So take that as you will.
Interestingly, we're putting a man under the ball here, despite the fact we can't score. And Apple Pies has a go. All Apple Pies going all the way downtown to hit the werewolf. Finds a pow this time.
Oh, man.
This is massively bold.
All Apple Pies. Oh, it's just a stun. You all believed for a moment, though.
It's just like apple pies to get our hopes up and dash them.
To be fair, he achieved. Okay? So that's something.
Oh, and look at that. Oh, he dropped the ball. So Aldar gets some hits. He doesn't get a hit with his mighty blow werewolf, but he can still claw something with the other wolf.
You're going to sit out Chaos Cup if you miss Cripple Cup? What, just to, like, complain that I won't schedule a tournament for you as opposed to the entirety of REBBL? Because, I mean, that's a bold manoeuvre, but I don't think it'll work out for you, Cotton.
Aldar throwing pushes at the problem here. We're just passing these rotters along the front line. No, we've given up on it now. Not entirely sure why, because the Flesh Golem could have had a go with Mighty Blow. Unless the plan is to blitz with him.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, he's going to go for a 3-dice with Mighty Blow and all apple pies.
You're doing him a favour. If you kill this player, you're helping him.
Here comes Pinky.
That's a good hit.
Is it a good hit? Let's see how good the hit is.
It's fairly dreadful.
It's...
Foul it!
At this point, why not?
He's going to foul it. Here comes the foul on all apple pies. And all apple pies. Oh, he's stunned into his send off. He got a removal.
All apple pies achieved a removal. He's
got a removal
dream.
through rolling a double 1 or something. A double 2.
Yep.
He won in 9. And he got a removal.
He's done it. Come on, Mighty Blow did a thing.
Now, we need this Nurgle Warrior back as we go into overtime, and we don't get it, you know. Now, who wins the toss? Apple turnover, I like that one. The toss is won by Aldar.
Of course it is.
And
Apple Pies was still on the pitch, so he could affect the RNG.
+1 fame currently sits with Aldar as well, and he is up a reroll. And he is up by a player, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 versus 10 by my count. Indeed. So 11 versus 10. And he gets the ball. Stouticus with it all to do from here.
Stouticus has so much to do. If you excuse him, what?
Not a problem.
So if you're Aldar, how aggressive do you want to play this overtime? Do you want to just look for an opening with your movement 9 wolf, or you want to just force an opening?
So Stouticus got his blitz last time. I think he'd have much preferred it now.
Yeah, just start bringing some of these players in, put some pressure on them. Even a shallow kick would be brilliant for Stouticus.
Movement 9 Wolf, as Schleiss says, very much a threat. Now the current setup is at risk of a quick snap. The quick snap could allow you to step a flesh golem onto that Nurgle warrior and get the Claw Mighty Blow surfed using a wolf.
Not only that, he could even, if he finds a knockdown there, keep him tied up and blitz the movement 7 Pestigore. I mean, there's not too much covering the left side. And I think that's what he's hoping for here. He might be looking for a quick snap surf.
He's definitely looking to go that way. All of the guard is moving over to the left-hand side of the field. So Stouticus praying for short kick right-hand side, as we see it. Into a blitz, of course. Pitch invasion would theoretically not help him because the +1 fame is with the Necro, but here we go for the first overtime of the Rebel playoffs, and it is short kick left, and an extra reroll for Pink Power Puftah.
The hits just keep on coming.
Kick wasn't that short, both rolled a 1, and that is an knockdown.
That's why he had block.
Oh, double skull, well there goes that reroll.
And block didn't matter.
Kick like that? I don't know if you could have afforded to eat that.
He had the free reroll. I don't hate that.
Yeah. Technically, Rumble, if because I know we did the whole I worked at McDonald's thing, but technically, if she's still named on the account, it's not fraud. Sorry.
Foul appearance.
That sucks. But also, I'm with everyone else. Things that makes it right there. I think Aldar has just the easiest overtime ever, which feels a little bit like getting away with murder, given that I think he definitely misplayed the wizard.
Possibly. It has... It kind of always felt like the Necro were going to win this game from the moment Apple Pie started chucking dice.
From the moment we realised he existed.
One dice push on the Rotter.
I will say though, Stouticus, considering how this overtime was looking, he's not looking too bad right now. But Necro is still mostly on the other side of the field.
Hey, Rumblebee got his money back. That's a great end to a story there. That's what we like to hear.
Yes, nice result. Now what you need to do, Rumblebee, is donate it all to Rebel, because we're giving you this amazing entertainment.
Rumblebee's ex-wife must have all apple pied the bank accounting there.
Oh, I just apple pied the
I just accidentally apple pied $300 out of your account. Whoops. It's a catch-all meme, this. It works. Claw Mighty Blow on the guard. It's not done a lot this game, but...
It really, to be fair, it's not even just the blocking dice that have really sucked for Stout. He has had horrific injury dice too. His Claw Mighty Blow has just not fired. No,
single cast.
He has evened up the numbers there, though, and as an added bonus, he has removed one of the guard zombies. Here comes a POW from Black Gold Sunday, who, got to be honest, with movement 3 is just well out of the game over there.
Oh, there's a cast.
However, he's now got a numbers advantage, Stouticus.
Yeah, that might regen, but it doesn't really matter because we're never going to see it again.
Yeah, it's a removal.
First Kaz of the game that Aldar has suffered, despite all of this Claw Mighty Blow. By all, I mean 2, but you know.
It's only been 2, but there's been a lot of Claw Mighty Blow hits.
Oh god.
Old apple pies!
You cannot re-roll this.
You can't use your last reroll in overtime on this stupid goat. Sit down. Stop.
Can you believe it?
You cannot make this up. You can't.
Stouticus is never ordering apple pie again when he goes out for dinner. And now we're going to see a surfed Nurgle warrior here if this all goes south.
You can just imagine.
Oh no, we're not. Foul appearance. Although we still
I would
can.
consider re-rolling it.
No, we can still surf it. Oh,
yeah.
didn't re-roll. No, he did re-roll it. Did he? No, the first one was...
Oh.
Oh, hold the phone. Now he re-rolls it, and now he gets his knockdown. No surf, as you say, holes.
And the stun is huge.
Apple pie emote when.
You know
I'll
what?
see what I can do.
You need like that at your tier 2, I think.
Yeah, 1 in 999. One dice skull. I tell you what, that's bad news.
It's not going well for these blocker dice. Are kind of flipping on the head a little bit.
Well, all apple pies are stunned, and that's important because it means we can't use him.
That's vital to the strategy for.
We don't have a zombie scoring threat because he's not actually in range. This pink one.
Yeah, Aldar has been a bit fast and loose with his rerolls. I can't say I'm a huge fan of it.
Jamus McGamus is right. This is the best argument against skip and block I've ever seen.
I've never seen anything like it, if I'm honest. But, like, you can imagine there's going to be a day, and Stouticus is going to be sat there with his missus at, like, a fancy restaurant, and the waitress is going to come over and say, would you like the fudge cake or the apple pie, sir? And the table just gets thrown at the waitress. Just in complete reflex.
I'll 1 in 9 my dessert. What? You can mark up the ball with this rotter here. Do the eclair.
He needs to get him out, get the strength guy to get him off first, which is a weird thing.
Well, he could use the beast, but the beast is more risky than the strength guy. But also the strength guy comes with built-in POWs, as we've seen, whereas apple pie is a moron.
He is loaded for power, isn't he? That strength. There we go. Kate and Grad's got the emote. That'll be stout.
Can we get that emote, but with some apple pie just in the distance?
Yeah, you need that emote now. She could do the flip table and the apple pie just falling off.
The thing is, you just know after this match, Playoff Spoilers channel in Rebel Discord is going to be full of just people posting pictures of apple pies at Stouticus.
Hey, hang on. Good old gelato delivering.
It does. And now the rotter is free.
This is, I think, the best argument in the universe for a plus strength rotter.
Yeah. In every way that we've skipped block, you take plus strength when Nuffle offers it. Now, Beast of Nurgle, are you GFIing to mark up all of these players?
As tempting as it is, you can't defend the Beast. They'll just get knocked down by Claw Mighty Blow, probably.
We've got the mark.
That's good news. I think you need to thread the Blodge Agi through as well.
Yeah, we can get this beast somewhere incredibly useful with a GFI, a single GFI. Which would mean that he has to commit to blocking it rather than getting players up the field and making the pass and play here. Because his stunned Nurgle warrior is actually banging the way of the wolves. If he can stick the beast just here, he doesn't. He opts to play it safe and puts him next to Pinkie Pie. There is no scoring threat. The zombie's not in range. Yeah, he's one short. Wrestle, tackle, strip, doing the right thing and playing the safety role. Now, I don't know what his plan is with the Agi4 Pestigore here. I don't think he knows whether to stick or twist with that thing.
I wouldn't hate shoving him behind the Beast of Nurgle and just having him wait for something to go wrong in the backfield for white.
It's a really good safety. But it's what do you do with yellow lead brownie here? I don't know what the extra pressure on the ball gives us against Agi4 Bludge.
I think it's not so much pressure on the ball as you need to kind of create some form.
I would actually mark up the guard zombie with him to prevent the guard zombie from marking up my safety.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you want the safety loose, because the Agi4 Bludge can get away fairly easily. We kind of go halfway house.
I feel like that's just baiting.
That is a massive. I don't know what to do with this player. There's a POW from Kurduroy.
I don't know what to do with this player, but I really don't like him very much. I'm going to stick him right in the way of a Mighty Blow Tackle Wolf. Is what that is. I've decided I'm not fond of yellow lead brownie anymore.
And that is exactly what the zombie does. That zombie's role was always going to be to mark the safety up, but I don't like his positioning of it there. You surely want to stick him side on.
Yeah.
Unless he might be playing to blitz with safety somehow.
It feels
No,
bold.
I don't think you can get in range.
No, I feel his blitz is almost entirely
Oh, yeah.
That makes
going to
sense.
be removing the mark.
And you'll
And he does remove the mark. Do the eclair. MNG.
Oof, he's out for the count. I feel like the Agi was the bait to stop him from blitzing the Rotter. Stout isn't in a bad spot, except Apple Pies is about to retake the field.
Well, that removal ties. Does that tie up the numbers again?
It does.
Yeah.
But Apple Pies will be back on this turn. All Apple Pies. Is he the hero? Is he the villain? It's tough to say, really.
He's definitely the villain, unless you're Aldar, in which case he's the hero that you needed.
I think he's the anti-hero. He's just so bad, but we keep having to rely on him.
Now, I think we might see Nurgle Warrior stand up and blitz Pinky here.
What do you mean is Aldar stalling? He can't score in his own end zone.
Yeah, no, Aldar's shooting up, as we see it. But what he's clearly not doing is just handing the ball to the Movement 9 Werewolf and running it in. Here comes that blitz, and there is a knockdown on Pinky the Flesh Golem.
You either die a hero or live long enough to become Apple Pie. Oh god, Pinky's gone. He might as well be dead.
Well, we have a bit of a delay here, folks, because we haven't seen the block yet.
That's a bit weird.
That Nurgle Warrior is extremely susceptible to a surf right now. He has to do 2 GFIs or he's screwed.
There it comes, and Pinky is KO'd.
No, he's decided the surf bait player is the choice.
I don't like it.
2-dash knockdown here from Black Hole Sunday, who needs 1 SPP for a level.
He did pick up a Kaz earlier on
A random zombie, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't actually dead run would be, it's just effectively dead because it's overtime.
Yeah, but that removal means that Aldar doesn't really have anything in the opposition half here. Monkey Chunks is here, and he said he's updated the tipping comp with as many of the last matches as possible. Can someone please ask the tippers to double check their tips so they are still valid? Well, Monkey Chunks, would you like to post a tip to the tipping competition here?
Yeah, that movement Pestigore is not in a good place right now.
No. No, he is not. However, neither is Mr. Pink. Although he's fine.
Yeah,
It frees up the hero, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, the first dodge worked, the second does not. Doesn't reroll, and you understand why.
Did the hard bit. Fails the easy bit.
Yeah, so the warrior is now protected from the surf. Good position in there from Stouticus. This combination of Beasts of Nurgle and Strength 4 Rotter is really doing the business against that Flesh Golem.
It really has locked the front line down, hasn't it? Considering...
Yeah.
I still hate the Strength 4 Rotter, by the by, as far as, like, actual good players go. Monkey, did you see Dwiggy's got infection ink on twice, apparently?
Oh, Infection Ink is on there twice, apparently. There's a 1 dice push. And here comes Mr. Pink with 1 dice skulls there. Now Aldar.
Aldar eating it as well.
Yeah, but Aldar's already used 2 rerolls, remember, in overtime.
Oh god. Apple Pies has a clear run at a wolf.
Oh no.
Oh, he can target either of them as well. Oh dear, oh dear.
I'd probably go for Mighty Blow on him. It's easier to bring down.
But Stouticus, this is all going to plan for him. Aldar's not had a good drive here at all in overtime.
Yeah, I think this could end up at kicks. We're running out of time.
Really, both coaches have just, from the second half onwards, have just thrown a bit of a cluster of middling to poor dice.
I'm going to argue, to be fair, that Stouticus has very little choice but to play the turn this way. He is low development Nurgle. You know, this is you've kind of he's got to just play the game his opponent's giving him right now.
However,
that Rotter is brilliant because we can bring all Apple Pies in. 2 dice, Pinkzilla.
but we don't.
God,
We use
so
Donut in a
not.
hole.
I like this. I like this more.
That's blocking the route forwards.
But he's trying to lock down the Agi, isn't he? He's trying to lock down the Wolf. He's definitely trying to force mistakes now.
Aldar is in trouble here. He doesn't have the reroll advantage in kicks anymore, which is the point I was making just earlier. If he goes to kicks, he doesn't have that +1 over Stouticus. They've both got 1 reroll as it stands.
By the by, you do not even click that Beast of Nurgle.
No.
For pretty much the rest of the game. It's perfect. It's holding up the Flesh Golem like a boss. Yeah,
We no longer have a zombie scoring threat.
What are the odds that if it goes to kicks, Apple Pie steps up to the plate first? That's a good call. Foul the Wolf. Only 1 assist, but he might actually
With
find
what? Oh, with Apple Pies.
Actually, to be fair, it's a terrible call because Davey 8. So 1 assist, not great, and the chance of having yourself sent off, really not great. You can't afford to go back down numbers when you're just desperately trying to body this up.
What he does have in pocket is a guaranteed POW from Gelato Me Wrong here. On that zombie.
Well, that was never in question. He's going to line it up and punch the poor zombie.
So what does Stouticus fear? Well, he fears the movement wolf just pegging it. Essentially.
Yeah, but the movement wolf has to get knocked free. And there's not really much strength available. I think his biggest fear is a full-on potato from these guys with dodges and stuff. If he brings Apple Pies down to really lock down this wolf so it can't...
I was going to say, yeah, step into this area of the field here. So you've got a proper screen against that wolf. I might have even gone 1 further along, actually.
Yeah.
Doesn't take the block with the Strength 4 Rotter. And it's not a Mighty Blow Wolf Blitz anywhere in response.
Aldar suddenly very much on the back foot here.
I think Aldar literally has to one dice blitz through the rotter, leg it down the field with his wolf, because he can get outside of disturbing presence. Then he needs a pass from somewhere with the Agi 4. You might have to do it from inside one disturbing presence tackle zone.
Do you want to? Oh, he's off, lads.
He's off, but he's doing the non-blitz route, so he's gonna go for a pass to the wolf here. And you know who that leaves, don't you?
Oh,
Sponge Cake Man is in perfect position to just go, hey, no. That wolf is 2 GFIs for good old Sponge Cake.
But the 2 GFIs might end up burning his reroll.
They might,
dodges good.
but why give him that?
6 on the pass. And
it's good.
Enough on the catch. It was a 3.
Thing is, right, you've just passed it off from a blodger to a blodger who was nowhere near tackle or wrestle to a blodger who is... He does any result that's not a double skull brings down that ball.
Is this...
wrestle, tackle,
zombie dodge makes this very different.
Okay, that was rowdy.
Right.
But
Our
it's still...
hero still... Oh, no.
He has to reroll this now. This is his protection from the wrestle.
Yeah, he has to.
The protection was better where it was, surely.
No, but the thing is, it's now worse because you can cancel that assist.
Yeah, it was better where it was.
All Apple Pie just meanders over and goes, what assist? That
Give him a
was
plus 3
literally
product.
giving up a reroll for the sake of giving up a reroll. As great as the zombie dodge was, suddenly it was completely negated by that decision.
Right. He has to go on the diagonal, right. So if that zombie stood there, he would have had to go through one tackle zone into another tackle zone to make that hit.
It wasn't a hell trip. It was a hell maneuver. He should never have taken that move. He didn't need to. And that, by the way, is whether the added movement on a rotters actually comes
Here we
in
go.
really handy.
Now, will this burn the reroll too? No, and it's a pow on Captain Pink, and suddenly Stouticus is in the box seat here. Don't know if I like the scatter towards the crowd, actually.
I don't hate it, you know. I don't know why Apple Pie came up at all. He didn't need to, but I suppose he was like redundancy.
Down goes Pinkzilla.
Agi's freed up, but that's a horrible attempt to pick up because you've got to do a...
That's the sort of play that killed Bodie last season.
A solid 2+3+3+ to get that. 2+2+3+.
I think I would screen the white off with the rotter and move plus agility to mark the zombie even.
Superfed saying turn off the bad play alarm.
It seems like we were having this conversation earlier about would you or would you not download a car. It seems like someone is desperately trying to download a neighborhood car.
Stouticus is really, really in a strong position all of a sudden to at least defend this out. And he has the reroll. So if you're Stouticus now, you don't burn that reroll regardless. Unless you've got like a 2+ to win the game.
Yeah, unless it's basically a shoe-in to win the game. You just go, I'll have your own kicks. The question is, would you or would you not download an Apple Pie? Someone quick, get an image from that video. You wouldn't download an Apple Pie.
He's got a 1-dice apple pie, hasn't he, to try and free the ball. He's got to scatter the ball here and see what happens. Nope, he's going to 2-dice it with the wolf.
That's not good. Oh, no,
wait, it's apple pies.
Yeah, it's apple pies. Who cares?
He doesn't have block.
Yeah, but of course, he's also not going to do any damage because it's Apple Pies. And he's doing a 1-dice because he hasn't
that'll
possibly
get wrestled.
No, you won't. No, it won't.
You will wrestle that.
Oh.
Why would you wrestle?
Why?
Because there's nothing else to use, and it's pointless taking the armor hit against your own player.
That's
and
fair,
that wolf
actually.
is getting surfed on the next turn. Oh, there.
Oh, I don't like that.
The beast is free.
Free the beam. Well, it's not really free because it's a 4+. It's better to not move it because at least the flesh golem is still stuck. If you move it and it goes stupid, the flesh golem can get away.
We can surf that wolf. And the movement 9 wolf getting surfed means that Aldar's threat is pretty much over here with 2 turns left to play.
The downside is to surf the wolf, you've got to rely on apple pie.
Nope, we're just going to wrestle tackle him. There's a pow. Could we get a pseudo surf?
There's a break.
A stun is enough, really, with 2 turns to go. He's not scoring now. There's no way that wolf can score.
Has choices, though.
Will Apple Pie be the hero who scores the winning touchdown? Probably not from where he is on the field.
No, because it's going to be yellow-led brownie. He's going to do the business, but he's got to roll 3+, which is less good.
Pie is up.
Pie
Strength 4 Rotter goes for the ball, and well, he rolls 6 this boy, doesn't he?
I see what he's doing.
Hand off.
He's going to move in, hand off to 3+, and then bail. Run
I like it.
The goddamn wind. It's bold. It's bold.
Would you burn the reroll?
Yes.
On a 3+?
I wouldn't.
No, because if you 1 in 9, you're done.
After the sort of game you've seen from Apple Pie, you're going to Apple Pie this roll, aren't you, if you reroll it? So I wouldn't
Apple
reroll.
Pie is in proximity of the ball. I think that's something to consider.
I think you hand off. This is the only way he wins, is by handing off. Otherwise, he is accepted. If he doesn't get it off to this rotter, this pesty, who only has 2 turns to get down the pitch, I think it's almost accepting that you're not going to win. You're not going to win in regulation time. It's a 3+. It's not a bad player. Oh, well.
That's not a handoff. Hang on. Is this a wang to win it this turn? Is he going to wang the pass?
That would be insanity. If you weren't willing to do a 3+,
no, he's
you're
not.
not willing to do a 5+.
Well, there goes the zombie quote-unquote scoring threat. He can't score. And Aldar is fast running out of options. Aldar's game now is to somehow try and force the reroll out of Stouticus.
Why? What could he possibly do that you'd need to reroll?
Well, I don't know. I haven't thought that far. But that's what he needs.
Apple Pies?
He could surf Apple Pie.
Absolutely should have honked that pass. I think honked might be a better term than wang.
That Rotter with strength 4 is just earning his corn medal. You questioned that thing.
Yeah, but just because you have God Dice on a crappy player doesn't mean it's not a crappy player. But no, to be fair, the strength 4 has been incredible because he didn't have the backup of actually having a good warrior because he got rocked. But that doesn't mean that it's a good player.
It's comboed really well with the Beast of Nurgle in overtime.
Yeah. But imagine he had Man in Baklava. He wouldn't need it.
Well, he can still get another strength up on that thing and then give it tentacles and it'll be a great player.
Dwiggy, Apple Pie is the best player on Pink Power Puftah.
Now, this is looking like Aldar needs to find a 1 dice on the ball. He needs a 3+ to make it happen. And he finds it. And he finds a pow.
And this is
hello.
I'd have been carrying on a blodger right now.
Well, that wouldn't have saved it. It's a KO.
Oh, it's gone.
You know that's not how dice work, right, Zord?
Shush. Oh, I tell you what, it's a great scatter for him. Now, do you try and pick it up, or do you just run the guy into scoring range?
I think you try and pick it up on the way.
Nah.
He fails.
Aldar will not score now. And he's relying on kicks.
Score. That's a bad position to be in. You've got to... Basically, the play now is Black Hole Sunday as a chunk out of Pink 3. Agi guy grabs the ball, huffs it over to Donut in a hole.
Yeah, because he can afford to try and wang it to the movement now because there's no downside to getting it wrong.
And you're wanging it with Agi guy.
Hey, I was going to suggest blocking with Apple Pie first.
Right, this is where you bring in your wrestler to try and clear one of these tackle zones.
Yeah, you just remove the white, don't you?
You go for the mighty blow, yeah.
But you've got to use Apple Pie to make that block.
Yeah, we're relying on Apple Pie again.
We're relying on all apple pie. We always said he'd be the hero.
He's going to 1 in 9, and it's going to go to kicks. Miraskadu, it's the only actual player. But now the ball being where it is I think you almost want to scatter it.
Yeah, you might as well. Although that has the risk of actually putting it in the tackle zone of the white. No, he's going with the Agi blitz.
Where's he going?
Down go. Well, he's going to go for a pickup here, surely.
Yeah, he is, but he can't pass it this time.
Well, that'll do it. I'm just going to rely on the blodge.
He's now going to throw some extra dice.
Well, he rolled some sixes.
He should have been relying on the blodge from the word go. Right, is this movement guy? Movement guy needs to take a... No, he doesn't. He's actually exactly...
He's in range, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Freeze up all apple pie. To come and screen, which is what he should have been doing all game.
Yeah, he should never have punched anything ever. Actually, no, he needs to stay there. He needs to keep the
movement tackle wolf.
The bad doggy down. Bonus points if he's literally shouting bad doggy.
No, but if he can afford to go and screen in this position, and he blocks off both the Agi 4 white and the wolf from getting the ball. That's just strictly better. That's the exact square I pointed at as well, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that was exactly where you wanted it to be. And now we're going to just keep... This zombie is getting closer and closer and closer to being relevant. To be fair, though, the zombie earning its wages, because it's just tied up, cannoli as you are, for literally the entire overtime.
Right now, Aldar has a 2+ 1 dice on the ball, and I think that might be his best option.
There's a spare zombie there that can be an assist.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's the 1 dice. Well, what else could he throw? He could throw a 4+, 3+ with the wolf. He's not going to go with the zombie. He's going to go for the magic dice.
Don't we all love magic dice? No.
Oh, that's tempting.
Can't apple pie it if you don't.
Ooh.
He tried to go for the 4+. He failed it.
Yeah.
And
Apple
it's
pie.
now Stouticus is questioning his head. The 1 in 9. Do I commit a reroll to this handoff? I think you do at this point.
I think you do at this point. The 2+ dodge with a reroll, it with 3+ with a reroll to win the game. Just feels too good.
You can actually blitz off, can't you? With the Nurgle warrior.
Yeah, you do that too.
Because then the 1 in 36 could be rerollable, whereas the 1 in 36 with the dodge wouldn't be.
Although, if you fail the block with a handoff still to go, probably don't reroll it.
Yeah, I think I'd fancy kicks more.
Makes the dodge, and here we go. Reroll in play. The handoff is good, and Grungy Desserts are going through to the round of 32.
Wow.
Despite apple pie.
Apple pie did everything he could to ruin this.
He'll get a second chance.
This is incredible that this is resolved like this. And I need to remind
great
Aldar
comeback.
that he's been talking about how he was going to win this game so I could be a bye week for him.
Nurgle going through, and there's plenty of Nurgle in these playoffs. Stouticus, we've seen him win in the round of 64 before. And it might have been a round of 32 back in those days. But,
to be fair, he's the guy who beat Serge.
He is indeed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you have it. That is Grungy Desserts through to the round of 32, where they will face one of...
me or Flying Rainbow Ponies.
Indeed, it'll be things that make you go, or the Flying Rainbow Pony. So it could be a Nurgle off there.
I'm
if
not
you want a
avoiding
good
you.
laugh.
I'm not avoiding you. You're throwing games.
If you want a good laugh, go look at Apple Pie's block dice he threw his game.
Apple
I don't think it's...
Pie.
Stop, man. He's already dead.
Where is he? All apple pies. Block dice. Push, 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 skull. Double pow there. Then a 1 in 9, re-rolled into a knockdown. Oh god, it's horrible to look at. Look at the state of this. Look at the state of this, apple pies. One of the worst players ever to take to the playoffs, all apple pies. To 1 in 9 is now, of course.
Gengar, he might have been MVP for Aldar.
11 skulls and 8 both downs he rolled, with 10 pushes, 1 stumble and 5 pows.
He did find 5 pows, which is staggering to me.
Yeah, but then 1, 2, 3 of those were on rerolls, I think. Just 2, maybe. Anyway, that is it from me for the opening night of the Rebel playoffs.
It's been some games, hasn't it?
I believe Manasatra is going to be kicking off on my Stays channel very soon, so I'll throw my Stays a host so you guys can just hop over there. But you know what? I was gonna finish with the normal Rebel intro, but should we finish with the hypey playoff version?
Of course.
Why wouldn't you?
Many thanks to Metal, who's joined me for this.
It was a genuine pleasure, my friend. I would not miss playoffs for the world.
Holes has been here too.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having me on.
Ornan and Kejiruz were here earlier. On a personal level, I owe thanks to everyone who followed. Sage for the raid. And then Master of the Horde, Spirit Crusher, and Kanuki have all hit that subscribe button tonight. So many thanks. I don't think there's any there on the list. Any others that I've missed off. Cthulhu Collector, D Sharp, Squiggy, Steak Mittens have all dropped bits my way as well. I will be back either tomorrow, maybe not, maybe on Friday, either as part of a co-cast or whatever. But it's the Rebel playoffs, folks. We're here to stay for a few weeks. You better get used to us.
I'll be definitely casting Puppy's game, which I think is Friday.
That's 9 AM tomorrow morning.
Is it 9 AM tomorrow? Okay, well,
yeah.
I'll be casting that, I think. I'll be checking with the boss real quick.
Alright. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all with the new playoff intro. Here it is. .370 coaches entered Rebel Season 8, the biggest season on record. Now, just 61 remain, all with their eyes on one prize. After a grueling season, their biggest challenge now lies ahead of them.
Oh, Nemo, no! Nemo! You were the chosen one!
Over the next 6 weeks, prepare to experience the highs and the lows of Knockout Blood Bowl. Drama is guaranteed. Welcome to the place where heroes are born. Welcome to the place where legends are made.
Yasin scores! You've done it!
Welcome to the Rebel Playoffs.
Belt dodge. But he's dead! And Stinger Bell is dead as well! Kool-Aid Convoy's team is falling to pieces.
Whoa! Flamey gnome!
Why would you apple the king? It's a king!
Unbelievable, Jeffrey!
This is so tense! 2+ pick-up fails! New Year Norse are the champions.